powered by solar energy. It's designed for city dwellers who care about the environment. The squad car is
Boomer Buggy X Pro, redefining mobility. The Boomer Buggy X Pro is a game changer in the world of mobility. Designed for both comfort and performance, this all-terrain mobility scooter is built to handle any surface, from smooth city streets to rough outdoor paths. Powered by a strong electric motor, it delivers impressive speed while maintaining excellent stability and control. The ergonomic seating, adjustable suspension, and easy-to-use controls ensure a smooth and comfortable ride, making every journey effortless. Safety is a top priority, with automatic braking and bright LED lights providing visibility and security, whether you're traveling during the day or at night. With a price tag of $4,999, the Boomer Buggy X Pro is an investment in freedom and independence. It's a reliable and stylish way to explore the world without limits.
Squad Mobility. Revolutionizing urban transport. Squad Mobility is changing the way we think about urban transportation. Their electric car is compact, eco-friendly, and powered by solar energy. It's designed for city dwellers who care about the environment. The squad car is small but powerful. It can reach speeds of up to 28 miles per hour, making it perfect for navigating crowded streets and finding parking in tight spaces. One of its standout features is the solar roof. During the day, this roof recharges the battery using sunlight, giving you up to 12 miles of range just from the sun. This makes it perfect for short trips around the city. For longer drives, the Squad has a battery range of about 60 miles on a full charge. This means it's ready for daily commutes or quick errands without worrying about recharging. Starting at just €6,250, the Squad is an affordable option for anyone who wants to reduce their carbon footprint. It offers a convenient and green alternative to traditional cars. With space for 2 people, the Squad mobility car is the perfect solution for those looking for a sustainable, efficient, and fun way to get around. It's bringing green innovation to urban transportation in a whole new way. R-Small Vehicle. The R-Small Vehicle is a compact and versatile electric car designed for city living. It's perfect for navigating the busy urban jungle. This vehicle is small, yet powerful. It offers a nimble and eco-friendly solution to everyday transportation challenges. With its compact size, the R can easily fit into tight spaces and make parking a breeze. Powered by a robust electric motor, the R can reach speeds of up to 25 kilometers per hour. On a single charge, it can travel up to 50 kilometers, making it perfect for daily commutes or quick errands around town. With a starting price of around $4,500, the R is not only affordable but also a smart investment in sustainable city travel. Stylish, efficient, and incredibly functional, the R is changing the way we move through the city. It makes urban transportation easier, greener, and more accessible. Electromechanica Solo. The ideal commuting vehicle. The Electromechanica Solo is an affordable electric vehicle priced at just $8,500. It's designed with daily commutes and errands in mind, offering a 100-mile range on a single charge. This makes it a perfect option for people looking to save on gas and reduce their carbon footprint. With a top speed of 80 miles per hour, the Solo is fast enough to keep up with city traffic. It also accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 12 seconds, offering impressive performance for a small, eco-friendly vehicle. The Solo doesn't sacrifice comfort for efficiency. It comes equipped with modern features like Bluetooth connectivity, air conditioning, and a backup camera. These amenities make driving the Solo a convenient and comfortable experience. Safety is also a priority in the Solo. It includes LED headlights for better visibility, power disc brakes for reliable stop.
Open's most modern framework for energy system analysis. I call upon Dr. Geeta, project scientist, Anna University, to take over the session. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for your patience listening in the morning session and also after the lunch period, lunch break. Thanks a lot. Before Geeta introducing you the open source energy modeling tools, I would like to just brief you in about this program, this project that we are running on, under which this program has been arranged. So, the Climate Compatible Growth is the program's name, which is funded by the UK government through the FCDO, that is Foreign Commonwealth Development Organization. So, the FCDO has an office in Chennai as the British Deputy High Commission's office, and through them, the CCG got connected, that is the Climate Compatible Growth Program got connected. This program, as Professor Puri and Joseph had mentioned in the morning session, is a consortium of different universities at the UK. So you have the University College of London, the Loughborough University, and other such universities like Cambridge. They all connect together, the researchers connect together, and they are involved in the modeling of energy. Low carbon energy transition is what is their core theme area. Also, sustainable transportation is also another theme area that the UK Compatible Growth Program works on. So I just brief you about this program and what are the tools that are available already on the online platform. And after that, in one specific tool, Dr. Geeta will elaborate you about it. Next slide, please. The CCG research, that is the Climate Compatible Growth Program's research, focuses on 7 different aspects, 7 to 8 different aspects. One being the system design. Now, energy, if you look at it as a system of energy system, then that design part also the CCG group does. Second is the geospatial modeling. For example, there is a lot of talk about critical minerals. So when we design a solar panel, what is the critical element or the mineral that is required for that? Or when it is disintegrated, how are we going to reuse it? So these kind of things are geospatially mapped, which is the potential location. Or say, for example, if you have an EV charging station, what are the potential or suitable locations where we can deploy a EV charging station? This kind of researches are also being done. Resilient infrastructure. Are our infrastructure in the developing world resilient to climate change and its activities? This is one area that we are working on. Another area is material and emissions, economics, policies of CCD, and electrification, transportation, and investment pipeline. So we come under the seventh category, that is electrification of transport. which is the top of today's program. There's e-mobility transition and what are the challenges and opportunities. So what this climate compatible growth program does is it funds the low and middle income countries to support research activities within these countries, because at all stage of your research you may require funds, and at one point of time you may not have funds to proceed with your research, and that is the point where CCT can help you. Say for example, if you don't have much of a data, or you want to travel a lot, you want to publicize a paper, but you are really out of funds, then CCT can provide you some sort of help to aid in your research work, which is aligned with low carbon energy transition or transport. Next, please. So these are the 14 courses that are available in the climate compatible growth website. If you just type climate compatible growth program, it will the Google link. It will take you to the CCT link where you have different options. Under that, if you go to products is one key part where they mentioned. And if you list out, you have lot of open learn courses. The best part of this is that it is free of cost. There's no registration required, and you can really go through the course materials. It is a blend of lectures, of presentations, PowerPoint presentations, which has audio also in that, like how to model and everything, how to set up your model, how to do the modeling work. And then you have course quiz between the lectures, and each quiz has its own mandatory, like so many options are there. You take the proper option and only then you can go to the next level. And the mandatory to complete this course and get a certificate is that at least 75% you should have passed the quiz. So after completing the 75%, you will get a e-certificate. And this e-certificate is very, very valuable. If at all we form a WhatsApp group after this program, we will share you an opportunity that is coming up in the near future in Italy, that is in the integrated, Institute of Theoretical Sciences, that's ICTP in Italy. There, CCT is conducting a 2 weeks intensive program on the tools that we are going to discuss today. So any person who's applying or who's interested in energy modeling can apply for that. And then you complete this online course completely. That is one eligibility. And then you apply it and you give your reasons and other things. The travel is covered, the accommodation is covered, and you will get a per dime amount also. So this program will be very intense. So I request Ramesh sir to, after the program, he will make a WhatsApp group so we can communicate this information as much as possible. So amongst this, the first two, it started all with the energy modeling, but each country when they started with Kenya, Zambia, and these kind of African countries. So they wanted their own customized tools. Like say, for example, in Kenya, they wanted something which reflects their idea of e-cooking. So people were still burning kerosene and other things. So they wanted to shift to electrical cooking. So how is that transition possible? Whether there can be an energy modeling aspect that can be incorporated to inform the policymakers that see this is the situation, and if you switch over to the e-cooking policy, then what will happen? So these kind of small tweaking kept on happening within each country, and they developed finally some 14 tools based on this. So energy modeling tool is a basis. That is the open source energy modeling system that is called Osmosis. That is the base for all the tools that they work on. Next, yeah. So the main objective that they decide on, this is too much, but then still I'll just give a gist of it, how people are working. I mentioned Dr. Vignesh Sridharan. He is from Imperial College London from India, but he is located at Imperial College. He is a researcher who takes care of a project on this thing, decision making under deep uncertainty. He takes up this course. It's not a course, it's actually research work that he does. So what inside CCD we can do is, we can connect with the researchers like him to develop our own research projects. Say, for example, you have an idea and you want to build up it as a research work, but you don't know the connectivity. So the UK researchers can help you how to formalize, what is the way forward, and which direction are they looking for. And they can fund you partially for some time, like for 6 months or so. And then you develop a project out of it. So this way we work for the CCD also. Next slide. These are some of the key projects that he has done to other countries like Kenya, Laos, etc. So basic ideation is that a researcher should be connected to a policymaker. Karthikeyan sir was mentioning that the research activities of the institutions should have a handholding of an industry always, right? So industry is for innovation, but for research to take forward towards a policy, you need a linkage with the policymaker. So you need to be aware of what are the policies that exist now and towards which your research is aligned. Then, if you keep on progressing your research, you can tell the government that your policies are wrong, or you make it customized a little bit so that it's more useful to the people. So this is how the CCT is working. Next slide. Next, next. Next. Yeah. So, with this background, that is, we started this program in the year 2024, last year in January 31. It was an inception workshop where all these researchers, the CCD program was introduced. And after this introduction, some people got connected with Vignesh for research work. And then they went to the ICTP program, which I'm mentioning now. Last year, they had gone for a 2 weeks intensive training program. And from the learnings that they received from there, they took this up as a research work by themselves, developed it into a project, and they got funding for the Southern Partnership Fund, which is a small duration fund for 6 months, and they are successfully doing it. So this is an example of how we started off with a research platform, something like this, where people were not knowing what CCD was. But then slowly, when we kept on disseminating the knowledge about CCD and the tools, they got connections of how to connect with the researchers and then develop it into a research project. So this is how the link goes. Please keep in touch with us for more such activities that comes up. So now I give the platform to Dr. Geeta, who will elaborate you about the osmosis tool, the energy modeling tool. Thank you so much. A very good afternoon. Hope you had heavy lunch. Yes. So I know it's very difficult to listen to a session after a heavy lunch. So shall we make this more interactive? Yes. Will you listen to me and answer the question? Yes or no? Okay. So have you ever heard about energy modeling previously or osmosis? Energy modeling, osmosis? No reply from your side, right? Please. Sorry, ma'am. Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. Can you please go to the next slide, please? So, have you ever heard about energy modeling for planning? No, it's very new to you. Okay. So, I didn't get any response from you guys. Not. Have you ever heard about osmosis previously? Yes or no? At least no or it can be louder, right? Yes. Yes. What is osmosis then? No. This is like yes. And next question, no. What is that? Come on. Whatever you know, you can just open your mouth and you can. It is like open platform. It is not like I know many things. Yes. So you can open your mouth. You can tell whatever you know. Okay. Come on. What is osmosis? Energy planning, energy modeling. Okay. So coming. Why we need energy modeling now? So initially, for any planning, like if I want to optimize any energy planning, say for example, any power plant, okay, so it has to be based on my demand. So if a government plans to prepare any power plant or anything maybe, so in such case, initially what we have to do is a planning, right? So how much demand is required, for which how much investment I have to make, and it should be effective, right? For which case, energy planning is very important. And osmosis plays a major role in energy planning. Okay, optimizing like cost effective and my investment should be accurate, right? I cannot invest lot for a particular simple demand, right? So my investment should be accurate and it should be arriving the demand and also it should be less emissive. Now I'll come to the next point, like climate. What is, have you ever heard about energy modeling which is related to climate or energy related to climate? What is climate? By the way, Have you ever heard about climate or not? Yes, everybody should know about climate, right? Yes, what is climate now? Sorry? Different weather conditions. Okay, different weather conditions. Condition for a long time, 30 years. Yes, very good, sir. I'm sorry. Okay, students, நீங்க தானே open பண்ணுங்க சார். இவ்வளவு ஆக்டிவா இருக்காங்க. Students are just not opening your mouth. Why? Okay, what is the difference between weather and climate, by the way? Sorry? Day-to-day aspect. Yes, sir. Over a period of decades. Yes. It weather is for a particular day and climate is for the period of longer. Right? For the period of 30 years or 10 years. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி கேட்டிருக்கீங்களா weather and climate? Yes or no? Yes. So, how it is related to energy? Why do we need to link energy with the climate? Yes, of course. Global issues தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? No, mama. So have you ever heard temperature is getting rise? சரி ஒண்ணும் இல்ல உங்களுக்கு மார்ச் ஏப்ரல் மே ஓகேவா which is summer period right so in which நீங்க ரொம்ப ஏசி எல்லாம் எத்தனை பேர் வீட்டுல இருக்கீங்க without AC how many people are there one okay yes of course 90% of 99% of the people are using AC without which they are not able to survive right initially it was not like that now it has been changed because the temperature is increasing can you please go to the next slide please can you play that this one down if you play so you can see the picture like initially how from the 1980 the temperature is slowly initially if you just check the temperature is not increasing much right if you just check the video if after 2004 that there will be a drastic increase in temperature because of what industrialization global warming yes global warming what is the reason for that yes fossil fuels carbon emissions very good yes deforestation very good so it is all because of our being human right because of our activities the entire temperature is increasing and because of which what was the major impacts huh? Sorry impact yes sea level rise then okay maybe you can just take it up from your perspective in your state or in your district whatever maybe உங்க ஏரியால ஏதாவது பிரச்சனை ஃபீல் பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா கிளைமேட் சேஞ்ச் ஆகுறதுனால Plus, frequency has increased, right? Have you ever faced? இல்லையா நீங்க உங்க வீட்டுல உங்க சைடுல ஃபிளட் வரலையா என்ஜாயிங்க வந்துட்டா so do you think it is because of climate change or not so climate is not like today I have done something and tomorrow it is going to change okay it's over a longer period now you can see here after 2000 like 2000 there is a drastic change in temperature right because of all the industrialization and all the human activities which we have done which made the temperature to increase this much because of which we are facing all the extremities and everything like flooding initially what is the annual rainfall of our Tamil Nadu state average annual rainfall of Tamil Nadu state sorry average annual 100 times sorry sir 48 okay we have to go beyond that it is not 48 previously okay previously now so we have reached 989 approximately 1000 mm so maybe that is what you meant 100 centimeter. Okay, 1000 mm is the current temperature, rainfall. So in which maybe what is the rainy season for us? What are the months? என்னப்பா யாருமே எதுவுமே சொல்ல மாட்டீங்க ரெயின்போல் தெரியுமா தெரியாதா October, November, December. That is a major thing, right? So during this, initially, what we have received is like for the period of 5 days or 10 days, it was received. Now we are getting it within 1 or 2 days. So which means what? We have made already changed the climate, because of which we are facing n number of extremities. Okay? And one of this is like temperature and rainfall. So what do you think? So actually, this is what, can you go to the next slide, please? So this is the global perspective and this is the current perspective for the Tamil Nadu state. Again, it shows the increasing temperature. Okay, next, can you please go to the next slide, please? So, have you ever heard about IPCC? No? Okay, maybe if you are in energy sector, you have to know all these terminologies and things, okay? Because only after having basic knowledge of all these things, you will be able to develop a better energy planning, okay? So, what is IPCC? It is Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, okay? Now you have learned, right? If anybody asks, you have to answer this, okay? So, what is the purpose of IPCC now? What is the purpose of IPCC? It is like a scientific group, okay? To be easily understandable, it is like a scientific group who coordinates globally all the scientific members from all the countries, and they identify the reason for the climate change and they provide a solution for the climate change. Okay? Is that okay? So basically, to identify the climate change, what may be the what may be the cause for the climate change will be identified by the IPCC. They release this IPCC reports like periodically because we don't have that much data, like accurate data to find this may be the reason for the climate change. Okay, so basically they are researching and identifying what may be the reason for the climate change. Okay, so which changes periodically and latest report, they have started the assessment report, releasing assessment report in the year 1990. Now we have the assessment report 6. Okay, we have reached the assessment report 6 that is based on the shared socio-economic pathways. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do in detail description everything because you can just go and you can have a look at it and just have a basic idea about it. Okay. So, why IPCC has to be known? Because they are the basic for identifying the cause for the climate change. Okay. So, now what do you think? If climate is changing, what has to be done? You understood? Yes, climate is changing. Then what has to be done now? Enough or no climate change also தெரிஞ்சிச்சு. What can be done now? Sorry? சொல்லுங்க.
Monitoring the change.
Monitoring the change, okay. Monitor பண்றதுனால பண்ண முடியுமா? What can be? It has to do some effect, la. What can be done for that?
Reduce the carbon dioxide.
Reduce the carbon dioxide emission. Yes. Yes. So to reduce, what has to be done? To reduce the carbon dioxide emission, what has to be done?
Usage of fossil fuels.
Yes. So here plays a major role of energy sector. So we are emitting overall, the energy sector plays major role to mitigate. Actually, the climate change can be, it can be tackled in two ways, like adaptation and mitigation. Adaptation is like we have to adapt to the situation. Like we know that climate is going to change, right? So climate is changing. Then how I can adapt to this particular situation? Like we have adapted AC to increasing temperature, right? So similarly, if at all I have to mitigate, is like I have to stop emitting the CO2 emission. For which both two sectors play major role: energy sector and the forest sector. Forest sector is afforestation, through which we can reduce the carbon emission, And the second one is like energy. Energy plays major role in reducing the emission. So what is the major emitter in the energy sector? Energy emit consumes solely. So what may be the major factor which emits in the energy sector? Sorry? Of course, yes. Specifically, transportation, okay. Industries, and major power plants, especially coal. Thermal coal is the plays major role in emitting, right? So to reduce the emissions of all these things, we have to use the energy planning. So here plays the energy modeling. So we are okay. One more thing is like we know that we have to mitigate and adapt everything. So for this, as I have told, IPCC has done all these things. Have you ever heard about Congress of Parties? Yes, in which our India has set a goal, right? Have you ever heard about net zero? Yes. So, considering all these problems, so our Prime Minister had given a target like it will be net zero by 2070. So, to achieve it, we have to go for renewables. That's why we are using renewables, right? So, now we are in 2000, and our Tamil Nadu state, it's a ahead target, right? It is targeting by 2050. So to achieve all these things, we have to maintain the demand and we have to shift towards the renewables. How it can be planned? Here plays the energy modeling. Can you move to the next slide? So this is the climate projections which we have done in our center. So to make clear that climate is changing and temperature, both the temperature and rainfall is going to increase by 2050 and 100 also. Okay, so it is shown that by the end of the century, it is going to increase by 1.7 degrees Celsius and 16% of rainfall is going to increase by 2100. So, which means that everything is going to change. It is a better time to react and we have to mitigate the situation. So, for this energy plan and energy modeling plays a major role. Okay, so osmosis. So osmosis is like open source energy modeling tool. So in which this is a software which can be used for, as I have told you earlier, it is cost effective. Like if I have to plan, like I have a power plant, okay, I just have this much amount of investment, and with this cost, how much I can adapt the demand, and with the low emissive. Now I have like low emissive can be the better word can also be incorporated in this osmosis. So this effective, making all this effective, maybe if I am doing, I can make one optimization. To make everything into consideration, our modeling makes very, very easy and it will be very helpful to make any policy strategies. Okay, so how many of you guys know Python and everything? Python, Linux, anything? Very good. Good. Fine. Okay, good. Very good. Very good. So if you know Python, then it is like it is open source and the entire coding is available in GitHub and you can modify the code also and you can if you know coding it will be easy for you to handle it. But now our 95% of people in our room doesn't know about the coding, then how it will be useful for them. Now coming to the can you move to the next slide? Can you next slide, please? Here comes the MUIO, that is modeling user interface for osmosis. It is like most of us doesn't know Linux, but we are more familiar with Windows, right? So that double click is easy for us. And also for installing, it is like double click and installing, like clicking everything in the graphical user interface is very easy for us. To make us easier, this tool has been developed, that is NUIO, which is like easy tool. I can just search wherever I want. I can feed the input wherever I want, and I can get the output. I can show you the user interface at the final. And now you can see this is very easy, and it is not necessary to know the code to use the particular tool, and it is like user friendly. And whenever I'm just feeding it, I can get the output, I can visualize, and I can modify everything. So many of our like colleagues here have already trained in this particular tool, and we have already provided training. And maybe in the future, if we are conducting, you are welcome also. Okay, so this is very easy tool and efficient tool also. So can you move to the so these are the applications they have done worldwide. As I have told you, in Kenya, as you can see, they have prepared energy master plan using this tool. And also, as I have told, it is the arena for understanding the policy or making the new policies also they have made. So this is like it is an important tool, and now in India it has not been used. So for us, it is like a very big opportunity to use this tool and make a very interesting result out of it and identify what are the major factors that can be included. Okay. So especially for the transport sector, if to achieve the emission by 2050. Okay. So what has to be done? 2050 net zero going, it is not like one in sector it has to be reduced. Like power plant alone cannot be done, right? So it can be used for many cases, especially in automotive. So transport, especially in transport sector, like reducing the carbon emission. So it is not necessary to give all the inputs. I just can see one single input. Like I have this much demand. I have like a transport facility this much, I have this much investment. So how much e-vehicle I have to I can produce to reduce the emission to this level. So this is a major use case that can be implemented, right? So example, like you would the example I have 1 lakh rupees or 10,000 rupees. So in which I have a certain demand. I have both a car and also e-vehicle provision business. So how much I can reduce the emission with my investment and with the available demand. So these are the use cases which can be used to reduce the emission, also to optimize the efficiency. It is not only to the transport, it is for the energy power plant, and there are any number of cases which can be applied using this tool. So just can you please open the GUI, please? This is the overall structure of osmosis. This is how it plays. So it is it is very difficult to explain everything in a one single go because we have a training for 5 days and we have explained everything one by one. Now it is quite difficult to handle all these things in a one single go. But I can just show you the GUI. Can you please just take the configure model by clicking any model? Case 1 or case 2? Lesson. So this is the model structure, which is very easy. It can be handled. So these are all the cases which can be developed for each model. And I'm just giving you a glimpse. Okay. So just open any cases and let's find you have the configure model, right? Can you please click that? Configure model, yes. So here you have a number of tabs. Okay. Can you go to the time steps? So here it is not like I'm going to calculate for today. It can be used for tomorrow also. That is why the scenario. Scenario is possibilities. Like today I have done this one. What may be the possibility if I want to, if I want to install new power plant or anything. So that also can be considered in future. How many scenarios can be developed using this model. This is very helpful for any for the researchers those who are in a final year, maybe final year project, maybe you can use this tool, especially to handle this one. And and also it is like for the current period also you can handle and you can develop for the future scenarios also. Okay, so can you just go to the model diagram, left side? So this is like a simple model diagram, whatever we have plotted. So here in this case, we have the power diesel power plant. So it is very, very simple model. So here they have developed a model for the power diesel power plant, how much demand they are having and how much input it has to be needed. So similarly, it is like very big power plant. Even n number of cases can be included. Like if I have two power plants, one is from the coal and another from the wind and one from the solar, and I have this much investments, and after which I have to achieve the demand, right? So to achieve this demand and also low emissive, so how much I can invest on particular, like how much input I require from each power plant, that also can be modeled so that the cost also will be beneficiary and the emission rate will be reduced, and also this will be helping us Tamil Nadu to reach, our target by 2050. So it will be easy for us to plan accordingly. So this is a major tool, and you can just go ahead and you can try it out. And if you have any doubts, we'll be there to help you also. Have a look at it, and you can explore more in it. So I cannot explain it as like a one single use cases. So this I have shown as a very simple samples, and you can explore more models into it. So this is the basic thing. I think I have completed now. If you have any queries, then you can ask me. Thank you so much.
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றது அதுதான் பெரிய தேங்க்யூ
மேடம் வாங்க இந்த பெல்சிட்டேஷன் மேடம் வாங்க
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for a nice presentation. You all be wondering like where this model will be available and all those things. So just to give you an information that the climate compatible growth program that I mentioned to you, in that website itself goes to products. So products, there you'll have some menu, and inside the products you'll have open learn courses, from the Open University. Can you just go to climate compatible growth? Climate compatible growth.
climate compatible.
Yeah, the first one. The first one here. You see the logo, right? The CCD logo. So here you have products that here. There you have these two. Glass open and closed. Last one. Above the so if you click there, you can see that these are all open and closed. Just go above and scroll down. So this group is called the Optimus community. Okay. So here you get the code thing for each of the programs. So what ma'am was talking about was the energy, the second one, the energy and flexibility modeling, the osmosis and the flex tool. If you just click window, yes. So here, this is all. Here you will get the description of the course, okay? And then you will be shown what are the objectives of the course and what you can expect from the course. You just have to create an account and sign in. Just log in and just watch what happens. Then you will get, can you just give the course now? So you have lectures, you have I think 32, no? Okay, you have 16 lectures and it will take 38 hours to complete this lecture. And under each lecture, you will have, just take any one of them, yes, 14, 38. So see, you have lecture 3 and for that lecture, you will have a lecture quiz. You have to complete that, then you have some hands-on exercises. And then you have the hands-on exercise quiz. One thing that is different is whatever is available on the Open Learn platform is little outdated version. Okay. So what ma'am was showing you is an advanced version. In the sense, you get the basics cleared with this concepts, with these notes. Then you come for a one week training program, which usually we conduct for different people like the PG students or UG students will be conducting in the due course of time the next year. That time you can come for 15 days or sorry for 5 days we'll be explaining you the new one. So how to install, we give you all the guidelines and manuals will be given to you. How to install that MUIO that ma'am was showing, how to install scenarios and how to do case studies, where to input the data and how to think and plan for the future. So these things will be taught to you in the 5 days program, which is also minimal. If you really want to suggest something to the government for energy planning or like how Kenya has done the energy planning, if you want to do that, it requires a lot of training. But 5 days we'll just give you kind of a refresher course. After that, you can go to ICTV, the thing I was talking to you about, the event, where the researchers from the UK sir will come and help you out how to do it. And then we connect, come back to India, we have to connect with people like Balan sir to get the data that is needed for India. Okay, so these case studies would be done for foreign countries. So we have to do some customization for our own country or our own state and then run it again and see whether whatever we are suggesting is correct or not. So this is the loop, the connectivity. So I hope you all of you can create a link and then just go ahead and check what it is. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am, for your sharing information. Next, we explore EV charging stations and the market scenario. We have a distinguished panel with us, Dr. P.S. Kumar, Executive Director, Prithvi Growcare Private Limited and former Senior Vice President, R&D Butterfly, Mr. Senthil, Director, IBW Technologies, Mr. Manimuthu, Managing Director, Modern Ultra Solar. I request Dr. D. Lakshmi, Head, either SDG Project Summit University, to take over the session.
அந்த ஆன் பண்ணிக்க ஆய்வு பண்ணது
Good afternoon, all. Now the session is EV charging station and market scenario. Good afternoon, everyone. To fuel the future, the race of EV charging station. Imagine a world where gas stations are replaced by sleek, fast, and smart EV charging hubs. This is not a longer vision, but a reality unfolding which is before us. As electric vehicles surging popularity, the charging infrastructure is becoming the backbone of a clean mobility revolution. EV are rapidly transforming the transportation industry, and EV charging infrastructure is the backbone of this revolution. As global demand for sustainable mobility grows, the need for widespread, efficient, and fast charging stations is also more crucial than ever. The EV charging market is increasing in exponential growth, driven by the government incentives, environmental regulation, and advancements in battery technologies. Countries worldwide is investigating in public and private charging infrastructure to support the mass EV adoption. So this can be mainly classified into three categories. Level 1, floor charging, which is very suitable for home charging which is taking several hours. And the next level is the basic about the EV charging. Level 2, fast AC charging, common in workplaces and public places. And level 3, DC fast charging, where we adopt ultra fast chargers that can power an EV within a minute. So the growing market demand is booming and expecting the surplus of 100 billion by 2030. Countries like Norway, China, and US are leading the charge with an expensive charging network. India is also rapidly expanding with companies like Tata Power, Indian Oil. They are investing in thousands of charging points. Some of the case studies which I have studied are Tesla superchargers. They are very speed and convenient, and they are revolutionized EV charging stations with a supercharging station offering fast, reliable charging in around 30 minutes. With over 50,000 charging stations worldwide, Tesla proved that seamless long-distance EV travel is possible. The next case which I have seen is Amsterdam Smart Charging Network. They transformed the streets into smart charging hubs by installing the chargers that adjust the power based on the energy demand. This reduced the grid overload and also made EV more accessible. So the challenges and innovation. Despite the progress, we face several challenges. That is slow charging speed, infrastructure cost, and then grid scaling. So, but innovation is solving all these problems by battery swapping, solar power station, and ultra fast 350 kilowatt chargers. So, which are making the EV more practicable. Major companies are contributing towards this. So, however, the challenges remain. The charging speed, infrastructure cost, and grid load management must be addressed to ensure the seamless EV adoption. So, in order to find out the solution for all these things, we have three eminent speakers from different market companies. First, we shall call our sir, Dr. P.S. Kumar sir. He is from Prithvi Grow Care Limited. Let me brief about the company for a minute. The Prithvi Grow Care Limited company has been established in 2021. It's a Chennai-based company specialized in wholesale distribution of small-scale empowerment, and the company focuses mainly on small and medium enterprises by providing cost-effective, tailored solutions that will improve the competitiveness and efficiency. And which is led by Dr. P.S. Kumar sir, an expert which is having 37 years of experience. And also Prithvi can go internet, domain expertise, technology, strategic consulting to direct their business growth. Let us welcome Dr. P.S. Kumar sir. Next, I invite Dr. Mr. Senthil Nathan Kupusamy sir. He is the CEO of IVW. IVW Technology Solutions are founded in the year 2024. It is also a Chennai-based company, a privately held company which is specially for software solutions across various domains. With a team of 1,150 employees, the mission to empower business through high quality, customized software and proactive support, fostering enduring partnerships in a digital age. So their expertise spans mobile domain, ensuring tailored tech solutions for tomorrow's challenges, which is being headed by Senthil Nathan sir. I welcome you, sir. Next, our speaker is Mr. R. Marimuthu sir, who is a managing director of Modern Ultra Solar Energy Private Limited. The company has been established in 2011, a Chennai-based company which is specialized in manufacturing and supplying premium solar solutions located in Managram, Chennai. The company focuses a range of products, services aimed at promoting sustainable energy adoption. With a focus of quality, education, modern ultra energy contributed to renewable energy sector by providing efficient and reliable solar solutions in order to meet the diverse energy demand. With this brief introduction about the company and the eminent speaker, I hand over the session to
Good evening, friends. Today is very important discussions going on from the morning to all of you. And you have wondered, like, I just want to start with that. Maybe I don't want to say it's a growing, I say it's exploding. India is going to explode with the EV market. You don't have a choice. Like, no, I don't want to move into EV. I want to continue with the petrol or diesel vehicle. That is not going to possible. So I will go on. Before that, I just get into the what is the projection. Projection means it's not a projection from the event, it is a projection which appears from that people are moving away from agri to vehicle manufacturers. Okay, then they know what is the prediction level at all. Next slide, please. The global scenario, if you see, you got the the global EV sales if you projected. So I told you this is a conservative estimate. It is not the pessimistic or optimistic estimate. Conservative means very lowest minimum without doing anything. Maybe the moment you see conservative estimate itself is different, and you can see what is going to happen. The reason I tell you what are the reasons and all. Suppose you take a four-wheeler, definitely EV vehicles is going to be future. Okay, the people talk about the other technologies available which is going to come out, take over all the things. But still, what will happen is EV vehicles will majority up to 2035. Again, the new technology adoption, like you are going for hydrogen, you are going for water-based developed things, that will come after 2035. Because the moment you adopt now, technology matures, then that's get into the manufacturing and then product supply and all. So up to 2035 only we are talking. We are not talking beyond 2050 at all. We are not talking. Okay. So if you say four-wheelers, the current this 2024 projector was around 15 million. That is throughout the world. Four-wheelers is 14 million. Okay, and 2025 if you see it, or 2030 if you see it, is going to be 14 million. Where we are 25 million or 15 million to 14 million in 5 years. So that is how it is going to happen. And that's already it really from 40 it becomes 17 million in another way. This is the additional EV vehicle alone. I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about bus, I'm not talking about truck, because even though they are growing very good, but the potential to grow is little low. But every government has to take steps for that because we have to lot amount of money to be pumped in route. So that is going to happen. Secondly, in the two-wheeler market will substantially grow. It's very good in South Asia, like India, China, and Indonesia, Taiwan, where the people will be using more of two-wheelers. And if you see the growth is phenomenal again. If we say last year, that is 2024, it is going to be 15 million. 15 million, and then it is going to be 120 billion in another 5 years. Almost how many years we took it and how we are increasing by 17 million over a period of 5 years. We're going to happen. Okay, why we are saying it so confidently, we are also a consultant for many leading EV vehicles in India, for which we are trying to work out how to make it more affordable to our people. Again, from next 5 years, from 120 million, it is going to be 200 million. 200 million. So, if you see, the potential is zero to charge. Okay, sir, what you are talking is good, maybe for the global market, but for India, it will not happen. India is a little conservative country, it will not happen. So that's the reason we designed our discussions. Like now, I will talk about market scenario. My friend Mahinus will talk about how you make EV stations and the charging stations more viable. And then we will talk about the battery, which is going to be a thing. But unfortunately, because of water problem, his throat is having no problem. You answer the questions, I will give some input from him, and then after we share information for that. So this was this is the market scenario. So that's okay. But what you talk about is very good. But what about India? Go to the next slide. Here also it is not so different. Okay. Number of people, number of population and all, it is a conservative. So assuming that we are going to contain our thing. But we are going to the largest civilian in the globe, like in country wise in the take. Again, we are saying it. Current is only 1.5 million, and it is going to be 7 million in the four-wheeler sector, where it is going to be. And if you say it's like no, I cannot talk about the honorable minister, but what he says himself, in another 8 to 9 months, petrol vehicle, diesel vehicle, EV vehicle charge going to be same cost of the vehicle. Today, we people are not buying a EV vehicle. It's not because of anything. Because as a mechanic engineer, I know in and out of all the automobiles and all. Here, I supply all the things to the all leading companies. If you break down, so how your product is priced, if you break down all the components out of it, all the bill of material. Like you need a door, you need a tire, you need a engine, you need so many bolts, that's all the things. And it's called BOM. BOM of Granite argument of studied in the thing. And you write a BOM and what is the added cost, then you have conversion cost. So you are converting the raw material into finished product. When you convert to finished product, then what is basically your R&D cost will come into the picture. Then you have other things, right? You know, your consumable cost, all the things will be then overhead. And overhead, then you have profit. And profit, you have a distribution cost. That's all the cost of the car is. Have you ever taken a vehicle, take care of, like you take Toyota Innova. To take the vehicle, what is the price of Toyota Innova? Any idea? Just give it Toyota Innova Crista. What is the price? Approximately. Ballpark figure. How much? 35, 25 to 35, 35 is the actual model. So 25 that. If you take that Innova, remove, strip it down, and if you see it, it is not worth for that way. It is worth for 14 lakhs. So the company which makes Innova makes a huge profit of 20 lakhs. And why we are buying it? Because of the reliability, because of things and all. Okay, we don't have choice. We are buying it. So we don't have another vehicle which can compete with Innova. So similarly, if you take all the ones, you take our Tata push also, punch also, you take it comes around 18 lakh. Mahindra is also around 18 lakh. But if you break down all the things, the price is not justifying for the factor. So what the real thing is, the moment everyone started switching over from conventional vehicle to the EV vehicle, the cost will come down. That's why the says that in 7 months or 8 months, the people will, the moment it comes down, is going to be, because already in Delhi it is implemented. You cannot have a old vehicle in Delhi. Like it is going to, in Chennai, it is implemented that you don't have space, you cannot park it over here. So if you see, yesterday government has restricted by electric buses. So it is going, it is a compulsion. All we, myself, Ramesh, and all the, so you name any one of the SDGs, all we are talking about the past 2.5 years or 3 years, we are talking about SDG. People are understanding the importance of SDG. Okay. So you don't have a choice but to come for that. So when your growth is going to be this much, and you see it in 2-wheeler, phenomenal, again, and on what we are at 1.5 million, and 2050, 2035 is going to be 25 million, 2.5 million to 25 million. So those are choice. So that is growth is huge. So people I say, okay, I will get into EV or I will get into today. Many people, I was just talking to our friends at President and Madam also talk to all the people. The youth is getting scared and getting into generative AI or computer science programs and all. But the reality is going to happen in the manufacturing, then electrical, mechanical. But many people doesn't know. Like I'm a mechanical engineer. Okay, I'm using electronics, I'm using electrical, I'm using AI, I'm using generative AI, fragmented learning, many things we use it. But our basic knowledge is mechanical engineering. We know what is production engineering, what is electrical engineering. But the youth getting into the concept of getting basic itself only into AI are going to be computer science. That is not going to be beneficial for the end user like me. If a person is coming, he do not know what is the function of their vehicle and how he is going to use the AI to that. So I prefer a person I don't prefer a person who is only a expert. I prefer a person like who is a mechanical engineer. He became an expert on AI and he is doing it. So he knows in and out of all the things. So my suggestion to all of you is focus on the core subject and who is studying core engineering, don't feel that you are left out. Actually, you are much better than the people who are currently doing computer science. Because chatbot has come and ChatGPT and other things have come, the people will lose the job. Plenty is going to happen. But the core engineering is not going to be. So that's the reason project out. So I'm just going to talk about one of my friend, Mr. Manimuthu, about the solar. Okay. Why we have to use solar power for charging station? Currently, what we are thinking is charging station, you bring the charging station, put up a plant, or everywhere take the grid and connect it. And what is the cost of connection? I said, buyer, if I'm coming over to you to charge my vehicle, if you ask me 25 rupees per unit, we have to pay for it. We have to pay 25 units. Because if I charge it my house, it costs me 9 rupees. Correct? It costs me 9 rupees. Why I have to pay 25 rupees? But I don't have a charge. So I have to bring it to you. So and today I'm not paying because I don't have a vehicle. Neither because in Chennai, if you see a lot of apartments are there, everyone has separate meter, but you have to run a line separately for your things to park your car because you cannot put it in the common park. Because if you put it in the common, 120 houses are there, only 12 people are having a TV. The moment you put the charge, then the whole thing will get divided into the 125 people. So I don't want to. So the restriction are people not going for EV vehicle, not because of the technology, but because of non-availability of the space, parking space. Well, like if you go to some other place, what will happen is you need to work out how to make it possible. So what the best option coming from his friend is coming out to the solar energy. It's free, 3 rupees 80 paise per unit. Okay, cost of production is 3 rupees 80 paise. I'm just talking about the cost of production. I'm not talking about overhead draw. When you are getting it 3 rupees 88 paise per kilowatt and you with your border also, you can make it at the 6 rupees or 6.5 rupees. That is the price at which you can sell it off. When you are ready to sell it 6.5 and somebody is putting a home charging, paying 9 rupees as of now, and you know very well, Tamil Nadu government is the highest, I don't want to say, I think we have my electrical friends are there. So, Tamil Nadu Electricity Board, member distribution is my class, so I cannot talk about that. So, the cost that which is going to be substantially increased. It is not going to be 9 rupees. It is going to be in another 4 5 years, it is going to be increased by 18 20 rupees. So, what will happen is I don't want to go for. But if you can able to make 1 kilowatt of power at 6 rupees, sell it to the people at 6 rupees, this is your cost. And even if you sell it at 10 rupees, the people jump over because the cost of fuel and cost of this will come. Forget about SDG. I'm not concerned about SDG. Assuming that our customers are saying like that. But the cost benefit brings the people together because instead of paying 120 rupees as of now, it will go. I'm not talking about only cost of diesel and petrol, and wear and tear, maintenance cost, everything. You just take your car and give it for everything, minimum 7,000 to 9,000 will come. So that also added to that. So when you're doing this, the only viable option is either you have solar system or you have renewable energy, windmill and all. But windmill is not consistent because windmill depends upon it produces energy. And if I produce energy in our well, I go very good super power, I produce it. But how to transport the output energy to here? I need to have a grid. The grid, smart grid, we are not made. So that means that we don't have the infrastructure for converting that power from coming, piping it out from there to here. Even if I am ready to pay the leaving charge. So that is not going to happen. So that is also another problem people are not affording. The third biggest thing is solar, how to make use of solar. So the moment you solar 8 hours or 6 hours or 10 hours in a day. Balance time, if I want to charge it, I don't have a charge. So you need to have a solar system which is going to create power for your regular consumption. And in addition to that, night you have to do it. So what are the consumption in the energy station? Assuming that if you just open an energy station, you need to have a battery, you need to have a solar system. In Chennai, if you go, what is the area you have for solar? So you need to go for high-end solar system, like bifacial solar. That is going to be both the layers, top and bottom, will produce electricity. So there is a 5 meters zone. So you cannot go with the conventional method, it's 440 and now it comes, this is 25 as commodity. So just 1 month before it was 580, now it is 685 as commodity. So what I'm trying to say is you need to go for solar system, which is going to charge your batteries. And again, my friend Chandra will talk about in details about the battery, where it is going to be charged quickly and discharged fully. The moment you charge quickly and discharge fully, you are going to get the battery. Second, that is for the four-wheeler market only. But for the two-wheeler market, how it is going to be there? The two-wheeler market, if you say why the people are not going, it's 120 kilometers. Suppose if you want to go to Mahalpuram and you take the vehicle, you go to Mahalpuram, while returning, what you do? You need to have a charging station over there. You don't have a charging station because what happens is everyone has a different batteries are available. So you manufacturers and government should align themselves to come out to the thing saying that okay, if you go to Mark Petroleum, you just fill petrol or fill diesel. You just can go with every vehicle. Similarly, the swapping system has to come. Like if I have a charging station and swapping station, even if I bring it the Honda, if I bring it the Yamaha, giving anything, the battery can be swapped. Currently, what will happen? You have to go to either, you have to go to Yamaha, you have to go to, it's very difficult. And imagine that we have to travel from Chennai to or from Chennai. So the swapping will be possible, for which currently the people have to have manufacturers have to tie up with the entrepreneurs or the people who are ready to do that. So that has to come. So when you are coming there, what will happen is when you are charging it, suppose the biggest problem currently what the people will do is I will take the battery and I will charge it. And if I am going here from here, I have my battery which still can give around 45 kilometers. I reach around there, I don't want to take it. I want to swap. That means what you are doing, 30-40% of energy is still available in the battery, but you are swapping and doing it. That means what periodical swapping, periodical charging is not. You have to drain the battery and charge it up. You have to drain the battery and charge it up. So it has come to at least 18-20%. It has come, then only you can charge. But what we are doing, 40% it will be. So the battery life. So the battery life has to be increased. In that case, what will happen? You have to do that periodic. So that is the reason I'm saying that there's a huge demand for even charging station. Okay. So the charging stations is viable provided and if you are going for a parking system. And provided you are going for a solar. If you are not doing the solar, you are not going with the parking system and your charging station will not be viable. So as a business person, as a business consultant, management consultant, what is the return? You are investing so much amount of money, what is the return? Suppose what is your payback? And if you say that payback period is around 7 years, 6 years, I don't want to consider you at all as a business. So 7-8 years at all, that is long because earlier the product life cycle was very high. Today your product life cycle, what is this cost of the mobile phone? My mobile phone take anybody's mobile phone. What is the life or how much duration you use the mobile? Maximum 2 years. Within 2 years we can think. That means what the money the company spent on developing this mobile phone has to be recovered from this 2 year life. That is called product life cycle. So when you are going to say my payback is going to be 7 years, who knows? Better comes out much more fast. Can happen. Or somebody comes out with a nitrogen that is also can happen. Or somebody comes out, some other technology will come. No idea. So your investment, you make investment, put your asset and all the things, you take a loan. So what will happen? You cannot. So you need to work out, get back the money as early as possible. So 24 months is the minimum recommended and maximum allowed for investing on a project. So these conditions, if you are meeting it, I think you can be able to make it viable. I mean, more important is the battery. Battery, I will reduce simple to 1 minute. I just take a look in anything. Okay. It's whatever he also wanted to, I told you already. So we are available for our discussion later and go and
yes, thanks, sir. And I think Marshall has covered much of all the challenges that is faced. Thanks. I'll just put a couple of questions to the audience here. If you're going to buy an EV or IC, right, what choice would this audience make? How much of you would opt current situation to buy an IC engine car? So, yaar car va madam. Okay, how much percentage right now people want to buy? That was the statistic of the I think 2024 December. We had one survey made. Almost 70% of the population they still want to go to ICE, and only 30% they want to move on to EV cars. You know what are the challenges, or if you want to buy a EV car, what questions are to come in your mind? Would anyone like to volunteer? What kind of questions?
We go for EV, we cannot use it for longer distance. Why? Because the charging stations are very less.
Perfect.
As sir told, we should train the battery and then again we have to charge. So if we are going and we are out of control, 8%, 10% means nearby the charging station is there means then it is okay. If it is not there means we cannot.
Perfect. I would put it as infrastructure. Yeah. So proper infrastructure is not set. Point one. Yeah. Sorry. Repair. But grid or repair? Grid repair. Perfect. See, let's assume like everyone are one day moving on to EV. Okay. Everyone to the morning they go to office. Every day evening they come. Then everyone connects their EV to the charger. What will happen? Road will be right. So in summer, what is the situation we are facing? After 10 o'clock, everyone are having low voltage. That's because everyone are running their AC. The same thing will happen after 5 years. Everyone, if we start going and giving, and after 6 o'clock, we return back, we start running our EV charging session, then low voltage is going to happen. So what does it say? We are not grid prepared, right? So we may have thousands of sessions, we might have thousands of marketing sessions to promote EV. Unless and until we are infrastructure prepared, we are grid prepared, we do not have proper awareness, we are not going to succeed. See, all these numbers are very, very, very impressive, right? We are going to have like 5 to 7 million vehicles running around. But how are we going to arrange for it? Are we prepared for it? That's a big question, right? So who are we going to support? Are only the chemical engineers who's going to prepare batteries for this is going to support the global warming? I was giving a very good lecture on global warming, right? So who's going to support it? So all the audience here, are you from chemical engineering background or electrical background? Okay. I just put a simple question to you all. So you're all from electrical background, right? Do you think only electrical background is going to support for global warming? Okay. IT engineers are going to support for global warming. Mechanical engineers, AML, everyone, irrespective of their fields, be a chemical engineer, be an IT AML engineer, be a mechanical engineer, be an embedded engineer, is going to help. I'll give you a very quick example. Okay, so we are into lithium battery pack manufacturers. Okay, so we prepare batteries. One thing strike our mind when we prepare battery is the mileage. Okay, a battery of 5 kilowatt is weighing let's say 60 kilometers right now. Okay, what can we make to increase the mileage? There are two options. Either you increase the energy density or you do anything other than the energy density and bring back and increase the optimization of the vehicle and improve the mileage. Okay, I'll give you one example which Ashok Leyland did. Okay, so when we are driving behind a big vehicle, right, there is a small round module that is usually in the lorries. You call it as differential. Have you all seen it? What is the use of differential? Perfect. See, I am from an IT background. I do not know what is differential. When I want to enter into this DV industry, I was discussing with my friend who's from a mechanical background. He was talking a lot of the differential. He said this world is going with so much speed because mechanical invention, and he was explaining with such an into differential is the game changer. Yes, differential is a game changer. That is the main perspective of how the vehicle is going. When you shift the gear, vehicle out. But when you have the differential gear change, right, the energy consumed is more. Correct? In EV, now we are replacing this differential. Okay, but all these legacy EVs are still having differential. But think, if you're changing this differential to change all this gear orientation with an electronic grid, with a smart change instead of mechanical change, right? The strength that you're putting or the energy that you're pulling from the battery stages that can be utilized for increasing your mileage. Now tell me, who has contributed to increasing the mileage? Is it electrical engineer who designed the battery, or a chemical engineer who framed the battery, or a mechanical engineer who replaced this differential. It is the mechanical engineer, right? So kudos to the mechanical engineer. So I would say it is not just a single field who is going to contribute for the global warming. It is put together everyone, right? So now coming back to the challenges that you're facing in EV charging stations and in the marketing scenarios. As we said, like one thing is like the infrastructure. How are you going to overcome that? Government policies are very important. Government policies have to change. Let's say I want an EV now, and I also want an IC car. If I need to travel from Chennai to Kanyakumari, which one will I opt? A EV or IC? IC, perfect. That's because I'm afraid if I run over the battery, where will I go and charge? Okay. So how will this be overcome? You need to have lots of EV charging stations, let's say every 50 kilometers. And how do you put it? A private investor who's putting all his money in EV charging station, is he going to succeed because the number of EV vehicles increase? Okay. So this is how it is. When a person wants to buy EV, he is afraid if the EV charging station is there. If private investor wants to put an EV charging station, he is afraid whether the EV count will increase and number of audience coming to the charging station to utilize his EV charging station and he'll make money on it. Okay, so it is like the snake biting its own tail and then pulling its tail. No one is going to succeed. But how are we going to succeed from this? Government policies. Right? There are a lot of government policies, and we need a lot of entrepreneurs to go hand in hand with government policies and use the government policies. Right? So institutions like this have to come. They have to go tie up with MSME and then exhibit the government policies, increase the charging infrastructure. And again, one problem is solved. The next problem is going to be grid. We are not grid self-sufficient for all the EV charging, right? So that is where the need of solar powers and the renewable energy comes in place. So my friend Mr. Maniputhu, he has now started a very good project. So he has come up with a prototype that is 100% renewable. He's going to have a set of EV charging stations, a mall, a motel, and everything running completely with solar panels. So he's setting up an example how we'll have to drive this world with renewable energy. Right? So such things can happen only with the help of government policies. So the entrepreneurs should come, the government policies should come, everything should go hand in hand. Right? So now coming back to batteries, as you all know, in EVs, batteries is the heart. If you remove the battery, EV is just a small toy. Right? Right. So in the batteries, is the same battery going to sustain after 5 years, 10 years? Today it is lithium batteries, tomorrow it might be hydrogen cells, and day after tomorrow it is going to be nuclear reactors. Right? Last week, if I'm not sure if you all went through this article, there was a small reactor, nuclear reactor, well protected shell was there, and once you buy that, you're going to go fuelless or you're self-sufficient to drive that vehicle for 10 years. Okay. The technology will increase, will be changing. Right? It is not just the lithium, it is not just the hydrogen fuel cell, it is not just the nuclear reactor. The technology is changing every day. But are we prepared for that evolution? That is most important. Okay. But if you are ready to take the change, if you are ready to adopt for the change, that is the success for everything. All this number that Sarah has shown here can be achieved only if we are prepared to get the change or evolve or adopt for the change. How it happens with the proper awareness. We need to be properly equipped with the knowledge and get prepared for what is happening, what is going to happen in the future, to avoid all this. Right? So good luck. I think India is going to achieve it by 2070 as a Prime Minister's vision. And I think India is slow in that because UAE is saying by 2030 they'll go zero emission. Go India in 2070. Let's have the proper vision. Let's have the proper infrastructure. Let's have the proper understanding. It is achievable. If not by 2030, let's aim for 2050, even before 27. Okay? Thanks, Kate.
Thank you, sir. From this session, we came to know, we all that EV charging is very challenging, and if you go for EV, many carbon dioxide emission problems can be solved like that. We are not, but there are many problems. Basically, the battery charging infrastructure And then if we go for power grid, it will be the amount of the power which we buy will be higher. To overcome that, use of renewable energy should come into picture. And also for all these things, the government should take some initiation to overcome all these problems and how to use the battery and mainly renewable energy should be integrated with the grid. As in the morning also we have discussed about V2G and G2V. So those concepts should be implemented. Thereby we can make EV to be used by everyone without any increase in the power demand. So with this conclusion, we conclude the EV charging infrastructure is a game changer, which is paying a for a greener and more sustainable future. The faster we invest in it, the sooner we accelerate towards the world of clean mobility. Thank you all.
Sir, Ramesh sir.
Mr. Gopusar to felicitate the different people. Thank you, sir. Now we can move on to the technical session of 6. EV Research Article 2024, a comprehensive discussion and interactive session. We now have an interactive session to discuss the latest research in EV technology. I welcome our expert speakers, Dr. Ramesh, President IJAL, Dr. Bharati Raja, Professor, Center of Electric Mobility, EMC, SRM, Institute of Science and Technology, Pratanpadu, Dr. Suresh Sitaraman, Professor, Sri Ishwar College of Engineering. I request Dr. E. Kavita, Head, IJAL SDG Project, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute to take over the session. A very good afternoon to all of present here.
First of all, I would like to welcome the eminent panelists, industry experts, faculty members, and my dear students for showing keen interest in attending this one-day conclave, e-mobility transition challenges and opportunities. So today we have a session. Here the eminent personalities with us to discuss on the topic a research article on electrical vehicle and implementation of charging station 2024. Here, all we know that the electrical vehicle sector experienced significant advancements encompassing the technological innovations, policy developments, and increase the market adoption. The notable breakthrough was the development of megawatt scale charging systems tailored for heavy-duty vehicles, and these systems are as a megawatt charging system capable of delivering up to 3.75 megawatts aim to reduce the charging times for large electric trucks and buses. So these initiatives address the unique requirements of HDV, including large battery capacities and longer charging durations. We all know the government has introduced the electric mobility promotion scheme to support the adoption of electric two-wheelers and three-wheelers, and also the Indian EV market witnessed the remarkable growth with a total of EV registrations surpassing 1.5 million units by the end of this 2024. Internationally, the companies they focus mostly on the lightweight electrical vehicles, aim to address the urban transportation challenges and expand the reach of electrified transportation solutions. These developments in 2024 underscore a global commitment to advancing electric vehicle technologies, enhancing charging infrastructure, and implementing supportive policies to foster widespread EV adoption. So, with this, first let me introduce the eminent speaker, Dr. Bharat Raja, who is going to detail about the topic Future Indian Electric Vehicle Charging Systems and Supply Supports. Dr. Bharat Raja earned his Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from Kumaraguru College of Engineering in Bangalore, India in 2002. He subsequently obtained a Master Engineering in Power Electronics and Science from the Government College of Technology, Bangalore in 2006. He completed his PhD at the SRM Institute of Science and Technology. He pursued a postdoctoral fellowship at Tashkent University of Technology in South Africa in 2015, and later at the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering at Northeastern University in Boston in 2018. From 18 to 20, he served as a visiting research scientist at both Northeastern University and the University of South Africa. Bharat has received several prestigious awards, including the DST Indo-US Bhaskara Advanced Solar Energy Award in 2017, the Young Scientist Fellowship from Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology in 18, and the Surf Tag Award, among others. He has acknowledged as an award recipient in the energy category, ranging among the top 2% of scientists globally for consecutive years since 2021. He has successfully completed 7 projects funded by government agencies, including SERC, DST, TDP, SPARC, and TNS CST. Currently, he is handling 3 government-funded initiatives, one of which is a major project valued at 18.97 crores. He is a senior member of IEEE, IEI, and IEG, and his academic contributions include the authorship of over 250 research papers, 21 book chapters, and 3 books, as well as holding 21 patents for intellectual property rights. Furthermore, he has effectively facilitated 5 technology transfers and served as a mentor for numerous agri-tech and electric vehicle startups. Dr. Bharat Raja is presently a professor in the Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering at the SRM Institute of Technology, located at Kadanpur campus in Chennai. He is the founder and head of the Electric Mobility Research Center at the SRM Institute, which features advanced facilities for conducting research and testing validations. So really, thank you so much, sir. And I hope I request Bharat Raja sir to detail about the future Indian EV charging systems and supply supports. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Good evening to all of you. Last bench. Good evening. You give me attention for next 15 minutes. I'm not going to talk much on almost the topics given to this forum is very, very prominent. So maybe this is the last section. I would like to take an opportunity to conclude probably what is your takeaway point from this conclave. So I hope it will be very informative. You cannot even search in ChatGPT or any other GPT part, whichever I'm going to deliver for the next 15 minutes. So next slide. So the many talks going around the charging infrastructure, but this slide gives you an information about your job market and maybe the person who are looking for your entrepreneurship in your life. You see, Tamil Nadu or in India, if you take in electrical vehicle, we wanted to be a master or we wanted to be make a country as fully deployed EV mobility country. These are the three segments we wanted to be very strong. One is that the vehicle segment, so-called Maruti, Tata, and Mahindra. Weekly one model is coming. For example, these days, right? Maybe if you take older days, we all got to know about Maruti Swift, correct? The vehicle launched about 10 years, I think 20 years before. During the same time, Maruti Wagner has been introduced. I owning the first Maruti Wagner after the Madhavan shoot getting over in this APT Maruti. Because I thought to buy actually Maruti Swift, but laterly I got Maruti Wagner. So you see, after that, it takes a lot of time to come into this K10 model. Now you see the EV market is every company is actually getting competed. They are adding a technology and of course the scaling and everything. We take Mahindra B7 and B9. So India is so good in vehicle segment, no doubt of it. And Tamil Nadu and particularly this Varkadam and these places, almost all the companies are actually manufacturing the vehicle. But you look at into charging infrastructure, I think my friend Karthik is right, so might have told many things. So we are very, very lacking. There are some reasons I will tell you later. And the last point is supply chain is very important. Supply chain says that as of now, India not manufacturing a single cell. That's a story. Correct? So maybe few Amara Raja in Telangana, they are setting up, they are developing a battery, but it is not a high energy density battery. It is not going to address for the power level. And Tata Chemical also is trying, but there is no result as of now. So beyond that, there are a lot of semiconductor and power electronics. Again, there is no single PCB actually manufactured in India as of now. So everything is coming from abroad. So India EV market is a CKD market. Getting everything from outside, packing it, putting a tiger sticker and saying that is a make in India. This is a true fact. Even people those who are industry previous speakers, please dare on me. This is a true. Correct? You are very engineer. What you are going to change? First of all, you want to get a better placement through your knowledge. What is going to gather for the next some days. I hope everybody third year and final year. So yeah. So this is what I want to conclude with this slide. Next. So now transforming Indian EV market per capita, so many data are available. Simply saying that every home has scooter actually. You agree with me, Anna? Everybody has scooter. Every home has a scooter. So just imagine the scooters. Probably the data is saying that after 2030, there is no petrol scooters going to be manufactured in India. Government is putting a rule. No matter it's any this Modi government is coming or some other Congress government is coming, whatever. So this is very clear because there are a lot of geopolitical gaming is there. And then if you come into car segment, again the passenger vehicle also like a hatchback model, like hatchback means what you call the small car, correct? So that is also going to be stopped soon, probably 2035. Again, Maruti and Tata, these are the player may make some sense to stop because so many employability also around it. If you go Nasik, you came to know that more than 10,000 people are working under this Maruti. So there are a lot of issues is there, but anyway, electrical vehicle in India, nobody can stop. The reason is the world highest populated country is India. The most geographical area India is actually in the third. So it is very easy to handle this electrical vehicle and of course a charging station. But maybe one question still, it is a question that how we are going to be give a second life for lithium and sodium so-called material used for the battery, but the days to come to tell the answer next. So look at this is very important for an entrepreneur who wanted to be entering into this area. Actually, government is setting up a very clear target at 2020. It is called it as National Electrical Mobility Plan. India should have its own subsystem, meaning motor, power electronics, and digital circuit. I may say any electrical vehicle, if you take scooter or car or bus, whatever it is, there are three major components. One is battery, another one is motor, and then one is a controller. Controller includes power electronics and some processing unit. Definitely, India is not going to flourish into the battery because we don't have single patent in lithium. We don't have single patent in any kind of high density battery. It is not even possible. But the motor side, in our own startup, now selling a motor to RNDPC, Tata Motors, and as well as MG Hector. It's just a 5 years old company. We startup and they're the market and power electronics also, about data, how came and there are companies already started this power electronics company within India. There is a student name I forgot, he says Sairam student. So now he's selling a controller to the TVS Q. He's a Sairam student. So I think most of the entrepreneurs who are in the EV, they're all studied around Chennai only. So then the government is telling that we have to be develop our own subsystem, so-called motor and other things, because now we are importing from China. 99% of component imported from China. That has to get stopped. Then the charging and batteries. Again, charging infrastructure, it's a big story. I think how we are getting input from EV or solar and many things, but internally charging infrastructure has some technology, which is something like communication and as well as power electronics again. India is very good in IT, but still communication side we are not good, and semiconductor we are not good, power electronics we are not good. These technology again coming from China and Germany. Who are the company, even Relaxo, actually buying all the boards and assembling in India and selling. Correct? They are not manufacturing electronic board, they are costing 3 times actually. So now, cost-effective lithium battery, any other alternative solution, as the friend said, the fuel engine or nuclear engine, whatever may so come, but finally, government is putting an indirect way. See, government is not able to come and knock your door to promote EV or to tell to all engineering students to take an opportunity in this field to think about your career and all. But basically, government will initiate some actions through the smart city. The Kerala has been selected and other 2 states has been selected. The announcement will come soon. So there are states are selected like smart city. The smart city initiative before making a mobile toilet and something like that. But hereafter there is no such story. It is only to promote EV. Maybe like airport outside there should be EV charging area because so many lands are available. So wherever lands are available, there is a model called GPP. So government, public, and private. So what public is to do, you are paying don't get charged, that is called public model. So whenever you use it, you pay extra money. But of course, you are paying for a country. Something like that. The public, private in the sense that Tata Power or Adani Power give power to the transmission line, and government put some subsidy giving a lands or something like that. So these are the initiative government has taken. So now you see some of the government's means particular department is working. One thing that the EV is the one department after the China war. In 90s we have war, right? That time now 7 ministries have joined. After that the EV mission, the 7 ministries joined. Just go one by one. So now 2030 is a mission for 30% of 70% of scooters supposed to be converted. It's individual passenger car. Then the regulatory support, communication standard, and supply chain, everything has to be incorporated. 3 days before, Reliance and Tata, and as well as the Apple story came and they're telling about Skyline, right? So why Skyline coming down, right? Because Once the electrical vehicle adaptation is coming, we want satellite communication because all the charging and other things to be incorporated. All the vehicles are now come as an advanced vehicle. Sometimes you don't want to handle your steering, vehicle will go automatically because neither has introduced, but you need a high-end technology communication. So Skyline is only option. So already Max is entering into it. My slides and will tell you more. So these are the industries actually working on. For example, heavy industries like Nitin Kakri is taking over and Nitya is taking care of startup and all about. Next. So what is this picture mean to be? Definitely the true fact is that India is actually fighting it's getting everything from China. But in 2030, so 2030 is the real game is going to start. So every speaker is actually talking about adaptation, how and all, but my talk is totally different. How you are body engineer to take this revolution as your career model. So you may be two career models. You can be an entrepreneur or you can be a very top R&D or CEO or whatever maybe. You may be support for this evaluation. You can see something like go faster bit. So and the Adina vehicle, what is the vehicle? Then Aether. Aether is super bike. It's going to come soon in 1 year. Our cost only 5 lakh. It is competing to BMW. Next. This is another controller developed by Aether. It's all indigenized. You see, so-called company Tata, Mahindra, almost 60, 70 years. Tata 70 years, but Mahindra 25, 30 years market. அசோக் லேலண்ட் இருக்காங்க யாராலுமே பண்ண முடியல எப்படி இந்த பிரச்சனை பண்ணா எனி கெஸ் யூ திங்க் தட் தே ஆர் மெக்கானிக்கல் ஃப்ரம் ஐஐடி மெட்ராஸ் அதான் ரீசனா அப்படி பார்த்தா சாய்ராம் இன்ஜினியரிங் காலேஜ் ட்ரிபிள்ல படிச்சோம் பேர் மறந்துச்சு சம்திங் லைக் 63%. BTech final year project is the Arduino based water level controller. Now he is selling a controller to the TVS model. How is possible? Because he's worked something and grab the market, understand what market needs, is also associated with likely minded people. It's not a single man game. So something like this happened, right? Next. Just for your understanding. So EV charging. So this is what the real picture, wherever I think many of my own people are here, they know that this is my picture. I have been animated for really my presentation. So India will be a leader on this market after 2030 in terms of multiple way. First one is user, second one is manufacturing, probably third one is doing R&D for 2050. So yeah, so this is the aim actually. Non-fossil fuel energy, they are all talking about 2070, but basically the aim is at least 50% we have to reach. We are everybody targeting about the final destination. Actually, there is so many milestones you want to pass through. The first milestone you have to reach 50%. And you on the average student, in fact, non-average student. Suresh is my classmate. Okay, so now another example, last month program. So, Nala Padikara Kala get the example. So, for example, 50% we wanted to get guaranteed for tomorrow's exam. That's the first step. So, other than that is what Prime Minister also saying that you have to cut down all the fossil fuel first to 50%. Let's make a clear plan. The model is working out, then work. So that is going to be 2030. So these are some of the Elon Musk's history. You see, that started 2015. All these, the pictures are saying it, what this Modi went and so many things, it happened in Bangalore, some visit and so many land allocations. So finally, he already made a feature car for India. It is 25 lakhs car. It is already made in US, California, extra house. And I did my postdoc, I came to know this site. Then I searched it and got this picture. This is like Indian car for 25 lakhs car. So you see, this is what the supply chain for an entire EV. Maybe quickly I will tell you that raw material and then component level, then assembly level, then the life of the system, and finally everything talking about infrastructure. So charging infrastructure, finally it is an end life and use life and all. So this is all opportunity for engineer who is here. N number of companies will be created. Maybe I will link the company now. For example, the raw the raw material previous. Yeah, raw material. There is a loose is coming. There is a mining is there. There is a lithium. Who are going to enter into Adani? Components level already, whether the group is entered and Tata is entered. Charging level, there are Adani and so many people. Even there are small companies also entered. So you have so many opportunity here. It's as a job or as a business opportunity, so much opportunity. But by year, we may concentrate only one area, that is the loss, vehicle sales, vehicle cost, and what is the after sales service. So what is the value on it? உங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் மாடல் ஏதாவது வருமா இல்ல டக்குனு சோடியம் பேட்டரி வந்துருச்சு லித்தியம்க்கு என்ன ஆல்டர்னேட் பண்ணுவாங்க எடுத்துப்பாங்க திரும்ப இந்த மாதிரி மல்டி-பில்லியன் டாலர் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் இருக்கு அதுலயும் பிசினஸ் கரெக்ட் நெக்ஸ்ட் இதெல்லாம் பேசலாம் பேசலாம் இதையும் பேசலாம் ஓகே ஸோ I think my presentation is over. I'm not basically I'm a technical person. Yeah, basically I'm a technical person, but technically I'm not taken it. But just I wanted to say something. What our 3 startup did. How many wanted to be? Just think at least. Let's try something in this college. Maybe 1 or 2 years. Let's try some technology. Something maybe அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு entrepreneurship எடுக்கலாம்னு சொல்லி எத்தனை பேர் இங்க இருக்கீங்க? One, I'm very happy, very good, right? So ஒரு entrepreneur எப்படி கிரியேட் ஆகும்? நான் ஈவி வச்சு ஒரு 2 கேஸ் பேசுவோம் எங்க லேப்ல நடக்கும். நான் போட ஒரு கேஸ் இன்னைக்கு ஒரு கம்பெனி நீ அப்புறமா சர்ச் பண்ணு. கம்பெனி நேம் கால் அபினவ் ரைஷா. எங்கிட்ட ஆக்சுவலி ஸ்டாக் இருந்தது. பட் நான் யூஎஸ் போகும்போது நானே அந்த பசங்க வருவாங்கன்னு தெரியல, அதனால கொடுத்துட்டேன் அவங்ககிட்ட. பட் நான் ஏன் கொடுத்து ஃபீல் பண்றேன் இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும். அது அடுத்த ஸ்டோரி, அது அப்புறம் பேசுவோம். ஸோ there are some automobile and mechanical 1 triple student. There are 9 students. In SRM, there is a scooter and car, Baha team is there. So they wanted to go a competition. They prepare motor from China. The motor is not working properly. It's a super bike they wanted to do. So they want to do a bike. Of course, the motor is not properly working. They are mechanical students. They doesn't know what is. Unfortunately, SRM, we don't have even electrical vehicle subject or mechanical engineer, automobile engineer. So I have fortunately, attached with them, and finally they wanted to build a bike. So they're building the bike. Some like bike came, but everything they bought and assembled it. Correct. And secondly, they want to build a super bike. There is no motors available in the market. Then they came to know what is PMSM motor, why this motor is not available. Then they started to study, then explore it. 5 years, almost they worked. And finally, the COVID time, just before COVID time, they got a fundraise for 250 crores from the member. So that is the motor. I am sitting there. I tested the first time. Now I have a dyno with me about to test, and I will show you the dyno. But you see, that time we don't have a dyno. We're wearing that glove and somebody drill a bit. We are testing with the speed of 20,000 RPM. So you see the entrepreneur, something like 7 பேரு 5 பேருக்கு வேலை கிடைச்சது. 5 பேரும் ஜாப் போவாங்க. ஒரு 3 பேரு தேர் going to job RDPC போனாங்க. ரெனாலிசான்க்கு மகேந்திரா சிட்டில. மீதி இருக்கிறவங்க ஒரு ரூம் எடுத்து தங்கி ஒரே ஒரு மாடல் தான். அதெல்லாம் 5 வருஷம் பண்ணாங்க. இப்ப ரெனாலிசான்க்கு லாஸ்ட் வீக் நாங்க என்ன கூப்பிட்டுருந்தாங்க, அவங்க மோட்டர் சப்ளை பண்றோம். The person who worked in Renault is supplying a motor to Renault. அந்த 3 பேர் சம்பாதிச்சு மீதி 3 பேருக்கு காசு கொடுத்து அந்த டெஸ்டிங் எல்லாம் பண்ணாங்க. இது ஒரு ஸ்டோரி. இன்னொரு கை என்ன பண்ணாங்கன்னா, அவங்க ஒரு சார்ஜர் கம்பெனி. பட் எனிவே அவன் இப்ப குவிட் பண்ணிட்டு வேற மாதிரி போயிட்டான். கம்பெனி சேல் பண்ணிட்டான். ஸோ அவனுக்கு அதே தான். He got about an average student, 70%, some family background இருந்தது. So what he did actually, he attached with one startup company. Already they are in some other forum. So he is very passionate in computer science and designing some Arduino or so on, so-called small things. So he developed an application. That application is fitting with the charging. It is already developed. So they both are connected. Now they sold the Sun Mobility near to 500 crores. So you see that entrepreneur journey, both are saying that you want to do something, but the practice you may be thrown into other facts. Like initially they wanted to develop a super bike, they are entering into correct product called motor. So you should have some kind of break, interval, huge mentorship. நிறைய பேர் mentorship எடுத்துக்கணும். சும்மா நான் பண்றதெல்லாம் ரைட் அப்படிலாம் இருக்கக்கூடாது. So especially why I wanted to stay here is that I take an opportunity already. Ramesh knows me well. ஸோ நமக்கு நிறைய பேசிக்கிட்டே இருக்கலாம், பட் கிரவுண்ட் பிளேயர்னு ஒன்று வேணும்ல. நான் சொல்ல புரியுதா? லைக் இப்போ ஐபிஎல் டைம் நம்ம எவ்வளோனா ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி போடலாம். 11 பேர் கிரவுண்ட்ல விளையாடும்போது பேலன்ஸ் டீமா இருக்கும். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ஐ எம் ரியலி ஒரி see my student and I have even attached many colleges, REC and so many guys are showing their technology. நீங்க வந்து டெப்தா படிக்கிறது இல்லை. டெப்தா படிக்கிறது இல்லை அப்படின்னு என்னன்னா, இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் பிஎம்எஸ்எம் மோட்டர்னா ஏன் மேக்னெட் இருக்கு, ஏன் மேக்னெட் இல்லைன்னு அதுக்கு ஒரு மோட்டர் இருக்கு எஸ்ஆர் மோட்டர். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி யூ ஹேவ் டு ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் அண்ட் கனெக்ட் டு தி இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் பீப்புள். டோன்ட் ஜஸ்ட் திங்க் தட் ஈவினா ஒன்னே டாட்டா அப்படிலாம் பார்க்கணும். ஈவன் சின்ன பிளேயருக்கு நல்லா தெரியும். கரெக்ட். ஸோ ஒரு கன்சர்வேட்டிவா ஒரு ஏரியால மட்டும் ஒர்க் பண்ணும் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ப்ராஜெக்ட். கரெக்ட். யூ ஆர் பிட்டிங் ஆன் யுவர் லைஃப். அப்கோர்ஸ் நீங்க ஃபெயில் ஆயிட்டீங்கன்னா கூட there are companies are ready to recruit you. அப்படி பேரே சொல்ற தப்பு இல்லை. வால்வோ, ஆர்என்டிபிசி, மகேந்திராலாம் நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ல 2 வருஷம் ஃபெயிலியர் ஆயிட்டீங்கன்னா ரெஸ்யூமேல போட்டீங்கன்னா உங்களை தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கூப்பிடுவாங்க இன்டர்வியூ. ஸோ த டேஸ் ஆர் சேஞ்ச். பட் நான் ஸ்டார்ட் அப் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு எல்லாத்தையுமே அரைக்குறையா பாக்குறது, மத்தவங்க காப்பி அடிக்கிறது. ஸோ இந்த மாடல் இருந்தீங்கன்னா எங்களோட சொல்லுங்க. That you keep it in. So I'll quickly take another 2 minutes to spot about our center. So this is our center. Maybe next slide you can go. So you can see all the facility, whatever with us is like Dyno, EV charger. So people are talking about charger, right? So the charger to be tested, right? So you should have a real grid. As you can see, maybe EV charging discovery system, that is 60 kilowatt system. You can emulate it, your sag, swell, and what are the scenarios. Say, for example, a HP petrol bunk, somebody wanted to build a charging station. We will take a data, mimic, and connect all the conditions. We will test it. We have even for other high-end technology for testing autonomous vehicle and everything. Next slide. This is our current lab. We build a wireless charging lab. We set up here a startup company with 70 people. Seven people in IIT Delhi and few of the people. But in SRM, what is the unique, and in my center, what is the unique? This is India's first lab. For example, Renault and Mahindra are using this testing facility. So it can be operated till 50 kilowatt capacity. So already Ramesh sir told that I should conclude with an opportunity with me. Many faculties also here, they know about it. We normally offer internship for the students for the free of cost. To explore this facility, particularly you are the startup. Even I give office space for you because till 2027, I am running with the Government of India project, so there is no cost involved. So you should have a clear business model. We don't want anything much, but you supposed to have some idea like what stage you are, or you are very, very blind. You are third year and final year student. You are welcome to take an internship from us about your college holidays. We are not just like a summer or winter model. Your college gives permission come, or your college gives only holidays. We are all holidays we are working. You can come on holidays, and you wanted to attach your faculty, yes, you can attach. Or you want to attach your existing startup or somebody who are already graduated engineer in the college, and you are the one of the person all together wanted to do, and everything we are doing. And of course, we are conducting many programs, everything free of cost. So yeah, with that I will conclude. And the faculty who are here, many are already visited, I know. The people who are not visited, it is very close to next slide, please. Okay, this is this is very close. SR main campus, just the opposite railway gate, opposite our center is there. You can come and visit. And you have any questions to be asked to me for any general, or maybe otherwise I can hand over to the channel. Okay, fine. I'm okay with that. Very thank you for your patient listening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We are having a wonderful opportunity for the students who have participated today for having an internship in your college to work with you. And really, they have a lot of takeaway from your discussion. That is main one is that India must have their own subsystems. And as per I request the students to come forward as a entrepreneur so that you can not be a job seeker, you can be a job creator. So it's a very good opportunity for you, and also you can focus more on research. Since very eminent personalities are here, so okay, you can get a lot of information and support from them, and come forward and be a wonderful person. And as our Prime Minister's advice, please help us and for 50% non-fossil fuel energy by 2030. So really, it's a wonderful session today. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I request, next I will introduce our next eminent speaker, Dr. Ramesh. He is a distinguished academic and passionate advocate for this sustainable development. And he is a founder for the president of Institution of Green Engineers. And he has received a Change Maker Pioneering SDG Award. And he is having a lot of leadership roles, including a chairman of the Institution of Energy and Technology, and elected member of IET Council in UK. And beyond these professional achievements, is committed to social responsibility. Since we are short of time, I request our region president to take over the issue.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Since our guest arrived from the director from e-vehicle and your friend the director from entrepreneurship. Welcome, sir. Welcome, madam. So, because from morning we are talking about EV. My session I changed it now a little bit. I'm not going to talk about EV. So all of the my students are here, faculty members are here. Before that, I would like to thank Bharati Raja for providing the internship opportunity, and I thought we will have a one day visit to the lab with all the students here. Those who are interested, you can plan a visit so that will be the outcome of the workshop. So the visit plus the internship. Internship may be converted as a project. That project may be converted as a startup. Then funding. There is a lot of we don't know that some students those who are here. Maybe Bharati Raja will tell after 5 years your name like in another session. Correct. So thank you. And so the thing is, we have to contribute back to the society. Even Bharati Raja and a lot of people are talking. All are coming. They are talking something. But from today, you need to start something good for you guys. First part, I have to do something in my home. Like that initiative, we have a lot of initiative. I'm going to give you in 5 minutes. You can take energy development. So we have Institution of Green Engineers. We have various projects. The first project is Energy Double Line Challenge project. I hope you all having one energy saving mantra with you. We already shared the poster with you. So that is the energy saving mantra, which is the which we designed the simple line mantra to save 1 unit per day at home. If you implement this in your home, you can able to save 1 unit per day, which will be equal to saving 1.3 kilogram carbon dioxide, which will be equal to saving 750 liter water. So this concept what we are promoting with the students through we call energy saving club. We have 40 energy saving clubs in India. Through that club we are providing. So that opportunity is suggesting of the my dear students and faculty members to start from today. The project we call it as the Energy Double Nine Challenge. What it means is that mantra you have to promote it first in your home, then you have to promote it for 99 home. So that is the project. So the project step, that is the first step. So this is the sample picture there. The students are going to the home and promoting that from down. So this is the first part you have to do that. Then you will receive the certificate stating that you done a pledge to implement the energy saving mantra in your home. Next. Okay, then you have to create awareness to 99 home, and there is several audit forms are there. It is like a home audit. So that home to be audited, and you have to give a lot of procedures are there. That procedure you have to complete it. Once you complete it, you get a project completion certificate after 99 days. Then once you complete the final project, then after 2 months again you have to go and cross-check that some implementation happened. And what is the percentage of energy saving is there like that. Once that is measured, then Eisen is giving you the Eisen carbon credit certificate. So the finally you will have a judge team will judge you, and finally will be the winner called Eisen STG Action Award. Why it is STG Action Award? Because the STG 7, 12 and 13 it is part of this project. So this project is now indexed with the United Nations that the United that project. So yeah, that website first basically. So it is indexed by the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, and the project ID is STG Action 48555. So the idea is they index the project and we are going to launch. The first version is completed, second version we are going to launch. So now also the project is open and you can be part of the project and achieve that, so that your one page of CV, this is the website where our project is indexed. So the idea is your one page of CV to be completed through this project. It means that you are going to create 99 home. 99 home, you have to convince them to implement the concept. That itself give you the skill development. Lot of things are there. This is one project. Second project is talk for STG. You want to create awareness for STG goals. 17 goals are there. That you want to create awareness for STG goals. That is a project. Again, the same story. Lot of procedure down. The procedure will be there. You will go to promote and then come for the next, like that. Projects are there. Certificates, awards, medals will be there based on the regulations. Next, third project is cycle for green. So this is a very interesting project. How many of you are having cycling? Oh, super. You can start the project from this Sunday itself. Only thing you have to do you have to give a commitment to Eisen stating that I am going to travel 500 kilometers within a period of 6 months, and you have to design your project. I am going to collect one student from Sensei Catholic College of Engineering. During the cycling, he is collecting the waste plastic bottle. He will have one bag and he will collect the plastic bottle and we will give for the recycling. The same time, every Sunday he is traveling for 10 kilometers. That is the project. So you have to give your project. We are doing, myself, Senthil is there, Bhagan is there. Every Sunday we are going for 40 kilometers cycling. Through that, what we are doing is we will, this is the last week cycling projects. This just last Sunday. We had met a new team. When we are traveling, we met new team. And what we did is we will actually visit some park or we will visit some home or and we will create awareness related to water conservation, energy conservation like that. So this is a sample only. We have another project called Zero to Hero. So like that, lot of projects are there. So my humble request from today, this workshop has to be entered with some action. So you please, we already given the poster and all the things. You please communicate with us. Already we all connected to your WhatsApp group. So through that you can initiate some projects. So that will be very helpful for them. And I'm very happy on this occasion. Yeah, one of our team from St. Joseph College of Engineering, Carbony Pasumai, the new startup. They had initiated the startup and the startup will give some 1 minute for them to explain them. So they come out with some action plan on that. St. Joseph College of Engineering, I invite the HOD, ma'am, to join. Please come and join here. Anyone will present there, remaining will come and stand. And the mic will listen. Yes, no, the mic will listen. On my, yeah. Yeah, the presentation.
Good evening to all the dignitaries and staff members and my fellow dear students. We are students from second year Triple from St. Joseph College of Engineering, and we are here to present a startup idea that is based on carbon footprint calculator and analysis. And we did it under the guidance of our department head, Dr. Janama Pradeep ma'am, and my team members will explain it in crisp manner.
So basically, this project is made for to create an awareness about carbon footprints. So we created a carbon footprint calculator with an energy auditing. So we are going to give us QR code. Please, everyone, requested to scan the QR code and open the link in it.
So QR code even later you can put in our group. You are in the
Yes.
group that group you can share.
So the further details will be explained by the Haritash.
ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಅಪ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
So carbon calculator, what we are doing right now, we have created a carbon calculator as well as the energy auditing platform. So industries, there are multiple carbon calculator and energy auditing platforms already out there. In university, so industries, most of the players differentiated domestic scope. So we have made the application very user friendly so that carbon calculator now engineering background, they can understand the reports. But now AI model train for chatbot create பண்ணிருக்கோம். So that நீங்க அந்த chatbot இந்த ரூம்லயே வந்து say இந்த ரூம் ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் எடுத்துக்கிட்டா அந்த chatbot கிட்ட போய் there are 20 lights அந்த 20 lights இத்தனை votes and it's being used for say to 3 hours 4 hours அப்படின்னு டைம் டியூரேஷன் மட்டுமே சொன்னாலே போதும். அந்த chatbotே போயிட்டு நாலேஜ் ஃபீலிங் போயிட்டு எவ்வளோ கரண்ட் அவங்க கன்சியூம் பண்ணுது, இதனால எவ்வளவு கார்பன் இஸ் பீங் எமிட்டட் அப்படின்னு ஒரு கம்ப்ளீட் ரிப்போர்ட்டை ஜென்ரேட் பண்ணி it will be automatically sent to your mail. So this is one part. The next part of our thing is we will be giving அந்த மாடலே வந்து எப்படி எஃபிஷியன்ட்டா அதை ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணலாம், இதுக்கு ரெனியூபிள் என்னென்ன ஆல்டர்னேட்டிவ்ஸ் வேணும், சோலார் லேம்ப் யூஸ் பண்ணலாமா, லைக் இதோட பெட்டர் மாடல் லைக் வந்து என்ன லைட்ஸ் இருக்கு இட்ஸ் கன்சியூம் லெஸ் அமௌண்ட் ஆஃப் எனர்ஜி அப்படின்னு சஜஸ்டிங் இது பண்ணிடும். So one part is like we are calculating how much carbon is being used by energy auditing and carbon footprint calculation. And the next half of our platform is we will be giving suggestions and like how to like reduce carbon emission as well as energy consumption. So right now we are working on AI chatbot, so our knowledge feed பண்ணிட்டு that is under process. So நாங்க இப்ப ஷேர் பண்ண போற லிங்க் என்னன்னா வந்து so instead of நீங்க ஒரு chatbot கிட்ட பேசுறது ஒரு ஃபார்ம் இருக்கும், அந்த ஃபார்ம்ல போயிட்டு will be asking a few questions. அந்த கொஸ்டின்ஸ் நீங்க போட்டீங்கன்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா ஒரு மெயில்ஸ்க்கு வந்து நீங்க எவ்வளவு கார்பன் வந்து நீங்க வந்து லைக் டொமஸ்டிக் யூஸ் தான் கேட்போம், வீட்டை பேஸ் பண்ணி தான். ஸோ உங்க ஹவுஸ் ஹோல்ட பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் அந்த கொஸ்டின் கேள்வி. ஸோ உங்க ஹவுஸ் ஹோல்ட எவ்வளவு கார்பன் இஸ் பீங் எமிட்டட் and how much energy is being consumed. The complete report will be reported, will be sent as a report to your mail. So we'll be sharing that QR later. So this is what we have done till now. Future we will be creating a chatbot, whereas this whole process will be made even more user friendly than even for energy or engineering background or common man he can use. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ramesh, sir, from Dr. Division Institute. Really, you have given a very good opportunity for the students to come forward and also to participate in the projects and help up to centers of students also. Now, I will request the third speaker, Dr. Suresi Tharaman, sir, who is a professor and dean of student affairs from Sri Ishwar College of Engineering. I request him to brief about the global report on electrical vehicles. Over to you, sir.
Very good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening or good afternoon. Very good afternoon and good evening. And it is the early morning. If you I think was like a sleep, because in the last lecture. So good morning for you. Thank you, guys. I'm very happy to be here as a part of this great event. I'm very happy to be at Anna University, one of the greatest universities I used to always say. Technology is the thing that it cannot be contributed in only one single day. It is a continuous process. It is a continuous process. When you are consistent on any task process, definitely that task process will come into dream, and that dream will come into picture. In that way, we myself as my close friend, as he said, rightly, we will just try to prepare sitting on other fellows and we just sit and chat. Just listening to the people who are reading, they will be discussing on so just we hear something from them and we write it and vomit it in the examinations. Unfortunately, we got 65% and we are graduated. The thing is that keen observation on anything will definitely help you. Doing something continuously will definitely help you. Doing this thing in which place, the place or ambience will always help you. That's why I always used to say, Anna is the greatest temple for me actually. And those we are from GCT, Government College of Technology. We used to say, it's not a Government College of Technology, we used to say Great College of Technology. The technology has given
that we learn something from that particular place, and that's why we are here on this dive. Basically, we both of them started working together, and one of my students, we started doing electrical vehicle on in the year 2011. My students has done a project on electrical vehicles. Earlier, it was not there hitting on this market like this. At the time, we proved that a particular market is designed and it has been tried in a road that for 1 rupee, it will go to Europe from Coimbatore, from Coimbatore, it will go from Coimbatore and come back to, from Coimbatore, go back to Europe and come back to Coimbatore within 1 rupee. That has been proved and it has been flashed in all the, projects have been flashed in all the dailies also. It has been written by the public. That was a great appreciation. And finally, that has been turned out to be a big project also. Now we can able to hear about that. There is some company called Ampere Vehicles. You might have been able to know it has been shifted to Noida, Delhi. That particular company, Kickstart, was started with the small kids, are my own student friends. Those who are from the village side. The technology will transfer only from the village. I strongly believe in that. When if you are having a good thought process, definitely you can able to achieve. So right from the morning, narrator was like, no, they was talking about from a gridless start பண்ணோம், power system என்னன்னு பார்த்தோம், grid class என்னன்னு பார்த்தோம், gridல என்ன பிரச்சனை இருக்குன்னு பார்த்தோம். Load share ஆச்சு, load வந்து high ஆனா எப்படி meet out பண்ண போறோம், how much relevance is going to get into picture, how you are going to make out of it. Load வந்து நம்ம எப்படி shedding கொடுக்கிறது, load எப்படி balance பண்றது. Lot of things have been technically shared in the market space. How to take a battery management system, how to club the grid. இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய டெக்னிக்கலா பேசுனால டைம் இல்லாதனால I don't want to take much more technical because I prepared a report from 169 pages. Actually, last 2 days before Dr. President has shared me a booklet. So please try to brief it out in the conference. He told like that. So I just prepared all those things. So I have been clear with 6 pages, right? If I go through with the 6 pages, it will run a lot of time. So I'm not going to give this. I just share it with WhatsApp. You can get out of this. The entire essence of this, what we are talking from the right morning will be here actually. You can take away as well, take home. So I'm not going to give anything technical. So let me share you something powerful which will try to touch your heart, right? Because after touch பண்ண அப்படி சொன்னாலே நம்ம இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேச ஒர்க் அவுட் ஆகல. Because I feel that if this particular code is running in UK or America, US, I try to talk in English. But still it is running in Tamil Nadu, it is running in தமிழ்நாட்டுல இருக்கிறனால தமிழ்ல பேச நல்லா இருக்கும். எனக்கு என்னுடைய மொழியில பேச ஒரு 2 நிமிஷம் உங்களுக்காக எடுத்துக்கிறேன். ஒரு 5 minutes maximum 2 minutes are going to complete. Sorry, minimum 2 minutes, maximum 5 minutes are going to complete. So மாநிலம் என்பது அண்டை மொழி. அது பணம் சேர்ப்பதற்கான ஒரு மொழியாக நான் பார்க்கிறேன். பணம் சேர்க்கணும் அப்படின்னா கண்டிப்பா அது ஆங்கில மொழியில இல்லை எத்தனை மொழி வேணாலும் நீ கற்றுவோம். ஆனால் தமிழ் என்பது ஒரு அண்டை மொழி அல்ல. தமிழ் என்பது ஆங்கில மொழி அல்ல. தமிழ் என்பது உயிர் மொழி. ஸோ உயிர் அப்படி ஒரு மொழிக்கு இருக்குன்னு சொன்னா தமிழ் தான் இருக்கும். அந்த தமிழ்ல பேசும்போது நமக்கு அந்த உணர்வா இருக்கிறதால தமிழ் உங்கள்கிட்ட பேசுறத வச்சு நான் ரெக்வஸ்ட் எடுத்துக்கிறோம். எனக்கு இங்க இருக்கிறது எல்லாம் இன்ஜினியர்ஸ் தான். நம்ம ரைட் ஆகிறோம். ஆல் இன்ஜினியர்ஸ். எப்படி சாரி சம்திங் ஒரு மாதிரி உங்க மனசுல ஒரு சின்ன ஆசை இருக்கும். என்னைக்காவது இன்னும் காலத்துல சேரும்போது ஒரு ப்ராமிஸ் பண்ணி சேர்ந்துருப்பீங்க. என்னுடைய லைஃப் ஸ்டைல் நான் இப்ப இருக்கிற இந்த இடத்துல இருந்து டெஃபினட்டா இன்னும் ஒரு 4 இயர்ஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் என் லைஃப் ஸ்டைல் சேஞ்ச் ஆகணும். காலேஜ் பள்ளி போகும்போது ஒன்று ஏசுவ வேண்டியதாலும் சரி, இல்ல அல்லா வேண்டியதாலும் சரி, இல்ல பிள்ளையாருக்கு பேக் கொடுத்தாலும் சரி, எப்படியா பிள்ளையார நாசம் பண்ணிடுன்னு சொல்லி நீங்க போயிருக்க மாட்டீங்க. என்னோட லைஃப் வந்து மாறிட்டு தான் போவீங்க. இதை மாறணும் அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம் தான், கன்சிஸ்டன்டா சில விஷயங்கள் நம்ம பண்ணிட்டே இருந்தோம்னா உங்களுக்கே தெரியாம நீங்க அதை எக்ஸ்பர்ட் ஆயிருவீங்க. தட் இஸ் வாட் எக்ஸ்பர்ட் ஆர் ஹியர் வி ஆர் தி வி டு சம்திங் கண்டினியூஸ்லி அப்படிங்கிற பாயிண்ட். அது இன்ஜினியரிங் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து என்னன்னா சம்திங் டிஃபரெண்ட். I used to ask one question in any forum. The same question I'm putting here. Doctors பெருசா, engineers பெருசா? சப்ஜெக்ட் ரெலவெண்ட் இல்லாம போயிட்டு இருக்கேன். பட் ஐ ட்ரை டு கன்க்ளூட். டாக்டர்ஸ் பெருசா, இன்ஜினியர்ஸ் பெருசா? எத்தனை பேர் இந்த டாக்டர்ஸ் பெருசு சொல்ல போறீங்க? டாக்டர்ஸ் பெருசு. இன்ஜினியர்ஸ் பெருசு. So definitely as an engineer, நீங்க இன்ஜினியரிங் கிராஜுவேட், டெஃபினட்டா எந்த ஃபார்ம்ல எப்பவுமே டாக்டர்ஸ் பெருசு சொல்லிடுறாரு. Doctor by doctor, we are doctors. By doctor by research, that is different. Okay, not for the MBBS doctor. MBBS doctor பெருசா, engineering பெருசா அப்படின்னு உங்களை கேட்டாங்கன்னா, being an engineer, don't say doctors are best. நம்ம நினைக்கலாம் கடவுள் அவங்க கடவுள் ஹார்ட் வந்து எங்க போய் படுத்துவோம் என் கூட பேசலாம். நான் பேசுறது அப்போ ஹார்ட் வந்து எங்க சார் போவீங்க அப்படின்னு கேட்டா கண்டிப்பா டாக்டர் தான் போகும். கடவுளே நீங்க தான் எங்க அடுத்த கடவுள் கையெழுத்து மூடும் இல்லைன்னா சொல்லவே இல்லை. ஏன்னா அவங்க அடுத்த கடவுளை தெரியவார். அதை நம்ம மறக்கலாம், மறுக்கவும் முடியாது. டாக்டர்ஸ் சொல்யூஷன் ஆன்சர் என்ன அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா 100% இன்ஜினியர்ஸ் ஆர் பெஸ்ட் தென் எனி ப்ரொஃபஷனல். யாரை விட இன்ஜினியர் தான் பெரிய ஆள். ஏன் அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா உயிர் உள்ள ஒரு பொருளுக்கு தான் உயிர் கொடுக்க முடியும் டாக்டரால. உயிரே இல்லாத ஒரு பொருளுக்கு உயிர் கொடுக்க முடியும்னா அது இன்ஜினியரால முடியும். அப்படி வந்து இன்வென்ஷன்ஸ் தான் நீங்க மெஜாரிட்டி இருக்கு. ட்ரீஸ் ஸ்டடியில ஒரு சுத்தி நீங்க என்ன பார்த்தாலும் அது உயிர் இருக்காது. ஆனா உயிர் கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க. அது யாரா இருந்தாலும் இன்ஜினியரா இருக்கும். அந்த இன்ஜினியரிங் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த கர்வம் எப்போ உனக்குள்ள வருதோ, பர்டிகுலரா நீ ட்ரிபிள் இயர் இருந்தா இன்னும் கர்வம் அதிகமா இருக்கும். பிகாஸ் நான் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் இன்ஜினியர். இன்னும் திமிர் அதிகமா இருக்கணும். ரைட்? யூ நாட் ஸ்பெல் த வேர்ட் நோ. இன்ஜினியர்ங்கிற வார்த்தைய 3 ஈ இல்லாம பேசவே முடியாது. ரிமூவ் 3 ஈஸ் ஃப்ரம் இன்ஜினியர்ஸ். கேன் யூ ஸ்பெல் இன்ஜினியரிங்? இன்ஜினியரிங்கிற வார்த்தையில் 3 ஈ எடுத்தா இன்ஜினியரிங் வேல்யூவே கிடையாது. ஸோ நான் வந்து எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் இன்ஜினியரிங் படிச்சதுனால ட்ரிபிள் இ அப்படிங்கிற வார்த்தை இன்ஜினியரிங்ல போட்டு இன்ஜினியர் என்னன்னு பார்த்தேன். அப்ப எனக்கு ஒரு கெத்து வந்தது. திமிர் வந்து அந்த திமிரை என்ன படிக்க வச்சது. மேல 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 படிக்க வச்சது. ரெண்டாவது பாயிண்ட், நான் ஏன் ட்ரிபிள் இனா என்ன படிச்சுன்னு சொல்லுங்க. கடவுள் யாரும் கண்ணில் பாத்துருக்கீங்களா? கடவுள் யாரும் கண்ணில் பாத்துருக்கீங்களா? சில பேர் ஏதோ நான் பாத்துருக்கேன்னு சொல்லி பேசலாம். ஆனா நம்ம எல்லாருமே என்ன பண்ணிருக்கோம், கடவுளை பார்த்துட்டு போனாலும் கண்ணால உணர்ந்து கடவுள் இருக்கா இருப்பா உணர்ந்து இருக்கா அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி இன்ஜினியரிங் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் அப்படிதான். ஓட்டை காலம் கடவுள் பாத்துருக்கீங்களா? கரண்ட் யாரும் கடவுள் பாத்துருக்கீங்களா? பவர் யாரும் கடவுள் பாத்துருக்கீங்களா? ஆனா நீங்க தொட்டா செத்து போயிருவீங்க. உணர்ந்து முடியும், உணர முடியும். இப்போ டச் அண்ட் யூ வில் ஃபீல் இட், ரைட்? தட் இஸ் வை ஆல்வேஸ் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் இன்ஜினியர்ஸ் ஆர் கால்ட் VIPs. VIP, voltage, current and power. So that is why your engineering நீங்க எப்படி சொல்றீங்கன்னா VIPs, எவ்வளவு VIPs, electrical engineers are always VIPs. And electrical engineers are always Brahmas. Generally engineers are Brahmas. ஒரு படைப்பாளி அதான் சொல்றேன். டாக்டரால உயிர் கொடுக்க முடியும். இப்படிதான் ஒரு உயிர் கொடுக்கறனா ஒரு பிரம்மா. So you are all equal to God. Every engineer is equal to God. Please believe in yourself first of all. என்னால இது முடியும், நான் கடவுளுக்கு சமம், என்னால இது இருக்குடா நான் தான், இப்படிங்கிற விஷயத்தை மனசுக்குள்ள போட்டு கண்டினியூஸா ஒரு விஷயத்தை யோசிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சுன்னா எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் இன்ஜினியரிங் 2030 பேசிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். Definitely 2030 itself we can bring a marvelous change. கண்டிப்பா கொண்டு வர முடியும். ஒவ்வொரு நிறைய பொட்டன்ஷியல்ஸ் நீங்க வெளியில இருந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒவ்வொரு சின்ன சின்ன விஷயங்கள் பார்த்துட்டு சொன்ன மாதிரி பெரிய பெரிய விஞ்ஞானிகளை எங்கேயோ போய் படிச்சுட்டு வந்தா வரல. நீங்க நல்லா பாத்தீங்கன்னா அப்துல் கலாம் எந்த ஹிஸ்டரி எடுத்து பார்த்தாலும் தெரியும். பேசிக்கா பேக்ரவுண்ட் வந்தவங்க வந்திருப்பாங்க. என்ன பிரச்சனை நமக்கு தயக்கம். ரெண்டாவது இருக்கிற சோசியல் மீடியா இன்ஃபுளுயன்ஸ் நம்ம வேற மாதிரி ட்ராக் ஆயிடும். And one more thing you are all thinking, காலையில சார் ரைட்லி பாயிண்டட் சார் சொன்னாங்க. சார் இங்க வந்து சுமார் சார் அழகா சொன்னாங்க. ஏஐ அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு கான்செப்ட் பேசிட்டாங்க. ஸோ டோன்ட் மீன் நீங்க என்ன பண்ணீங்கன்னா பயந்துறாதீங்க. ஏஐ எல்லாம் பயப்படக்கூடாது. Mark my words, definitely after a couple of years, core engineering is going to rule the entire world, but you need an AI assistant. That is. So AI நீங்க எல்லாம் என்ன பண்றோம்னா இன்ஜினியரிங் காலேஜ் எல்லாருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். செகண்ட் இயர்ல கொஞ்சம் பைத்தன் படிக்க வைப்பா. தேர்ட் இயர்ல அதே பைத்தன் திருப்பி படிப்பீங்க. ஃபைனல் இயர்ல அதே பைத்தன் திருப்பி படிப்பீங்க. கேட்டா கிட்ஸ் அப்பும்பாங்க, ரெஸ்பிரேட்டரி பாங்க, டெஸ்ட் ட்ரைனிங் சொல்லிட்டு வோல்டேஜ் என்னன்னு தெரியாது, ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் என்னன்னு தெரியாது, கெபாசிட்டர் என்னன்னு தெரியாது, இண்டக்டன்ஸ் என்னன்னு தெரியாது, லேப்னால என்னன்னு தெரியாது. அப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு இன்ஜினியரிங் என்னன்னு தெரியாது.
Already electrical சம்பந்தம்.
Exactly. So this is what the thought process. Please go to your lab. Please go to your lab. I'm not advising anybody else, please. இதெல்லாம் வந்து ஃபீல் ஆகுது எனக்கு மனசேந்து வருது. நீங்க நினைச்சா இன்னைக்கு இருக்கிற ஓப்பன் சோர்ஸ் பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ஸ்ல நிறைய விஷயங்களை லேர்ன் பண்ணா உங்களுக்கு அந்த கர்வம் வேணும் அப்படிங்கிறதா. அதுலயும் STG கான்செப்ட் நம்ம எடுத்து பேசணும் அப்படின்னா நீங்க நினைச்சு பார்க்கலாம். நமக்கு காலையில அழகான ஒரு ஏசி ரூம் கிடைச்சது. 1 மணி நேரம் இன்னைக்கு சென்னை வெயில நீங்க நடந்து வந்தா உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும் சென்னை எப்படி இருக்கு அப்படிங்கிறது. இந்த ஒரு பேசிக்கான ஒரு தாட் ப்ராசஸ் வந்து எல்லாருக்கும் இருக்கணும். நம்ம நினைக்கிற சப்போஸ் லைக் 2 hours 3 hours பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம். இன்னமும் எத்தனையோ கிராமங்கள்ல ஒரு குண்டுகளோட வீடுகள் இருக்கதான் செய்யும். 8 கிலோமீட்டர் ஸ்கூலுக்கு நடந்து போற குழந்தைங்க நாங்க பார்த்து வந்துருக்கோம். நேருக்கு எங்களால் ஒரு ட்ரக்கிங் கூட போக முடியும். நம்ம சுத்தி நிறைய விஷயங்கள் வந்து கிடைக்காம இருக்கு. நமக்கு நிறைய கிடைச்சிருக்கு. ஆனா நமக்கு கிடைச்சதை நம்ம கொண்டு போறது STG கான்செப்டோட நம்ம முடிக்கிறோம். So I'm not taking much more in the technical side, but all my technical supports and reports are submitted to you in the WhatsApp. Thank you for your patient listening. We Tamil infrastructure and we Indian infrastructure and we speaking explain monetary. That's what we ended. Corporate building is waiting for me. உலகம் உலகமாக சிவப்பு வட்டம் ஒரு காப்பு கூடியிருக்கிறது. தேசத்திலே தயாரா இருக்கு எனக்கு எஸ் பாருங்க. தேங்க்யூ.
And sorry, interesting. On behalf of the students from the Industrial College of Engineering, I will not complete my duty if I'm not thanking 3 persons who have given a motivation to start the starters. Our students have started the starters with these 3 people only.
So if I'm not mentioning their name, I'm telling it is the first time they are presenting in front of you people for presentation. So the first person is Balasundaran sir. From he is the motivation, he has given us that idea and we have started it. And it was motivated again by Divya ma'am from Sicilian and our Korean sir has conducted this. Thank you so much, sir. The initial funding has given. அது கார் கொடுத்ததுனாலதான் ஓகே நம்ம மேல திரும்பி இதை திரும்பி அடுத்த லெவலுக்கு கொண்டு போகணும்ன்றது எனக்கு புரியன் சார் கொடுத்த சப்போர்ட் தான். தேங்க்யூ சோ மச் சார். தேங்க்யூ ஆல்.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the inspirational and motivational talk. I hope from the morning itself, they are talking about electric vehicle and the charging station. There have been a lot of takeaway today. I hope I once again thank the speakers, Dr. Baliraja sir from SRM, Dr. Ramesh sir from Dr. Education Institute, and Dr. Suresh sir from Nature Engineering College. And hats off to the students of the St. Joseph. But thank you all.
Yeah, appreciate.
Thank you, sir.
Now we are entering into the valedictory session, focusing on key challenges and strategies in the EV ecosystem. So that's title is Navigating the Challenges of EV Energy Ecosystem, Propulsion, Storage and Grid Integration. The speaker is Dr. Ratna Kannan, Director, Center for E-Vehicle. Then other one title, Empowering Startups, Innovation, Challenges and Growth Strategies. The speaker is Dr. Magalakshmi, Director, Center for Entrepreneurship Development, Anna University.
Sir, wrong, sir. Sir.
Now we invite Professor Dr. Korean Joseph, former Director, Center for Climate Change and Disaster Management, for addressing this session.
சரி எனக்கு என்ன ஃபார்வர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. மேம் முதல்ல பேசிடுவோம். மேம் முதல்ல மேம் பேசிடுவோம். அவங்க ஒரு இதுதான்
Cable. நான் அப்படி வச்சுக்கிறேன்னா
Dr. Magalakshmi, Director, Center for Entrepreneurship Development, Anna University.
சென்டர்ல வச்சாதான் போகும்.
Startups, Innovation, Challenges and Growth Strategies.
Good evening, everyone. நான் ரொம்ப டயர்டா இருக்கீங்கல்ல? கரெக்டா? ஆமா. உண்மையா ஒத்துக்குங்க. Everyone are telling, you have to be entrepreneurs, you have to be entrepreneurs.
ஒரே அட்வைஸ் இல்ல. கரெக்டா? கரெக்ட். சரியா? எப்படி ஆண்டர்பிரனர் ஆகுதுன்னு மட்டும் யாரும் சொல்லிவிட மாட்டாங்க. Everyone was giving idea from here. Ideas இங்க பஞ்சம். Where will you go for seed money? The people who are sitting here are also not capable to feed everyone up. அவங்களுக்கும் ஒரு லிமிடேஷன் இருக்கு. கரெக்டா? So எங்க இருந்து ஆரம்பிக்க? Okay, so can you please go to first slide? First slide for. First slide. First slide. This is the last. This is the first. Okay, so Startifying ஒரு program announce ஆயிருக்கு நம்ம ஸ்டேட்ல. So St. Joseph students நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். Anybody else you know from here or already applied and there is a competition is going on. So நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னா please note the website and I'll tell you how it is helping you all. Okay, இந்த full day இங்க உட்கார்ந்து உங்களை மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணி பயங்கரமா மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணி கடைசியில உங்களுக்கு என்ன வேணும் இப்போனா காசு வேணும். அவ்வளவுதானே? அதானே வேணும். பைசா கொடுத்தா இப்போ imagine for every one of you we are giving 2 lakh rupees. What will happen? 2 lakh rupees கொடுத்தா என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? For faculty, students, everyone. வேண்டாம் சொல்ல போறீங்களா? என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க? You have something in your mind you want to explore. So எல்லாரும் சொல்ற மாதிரி தான், you need not worry about your placement. You can try your hands on your startups and leave it for your juniors. Your faculty mentor will continue it from there. So as long as you are there, you can do it in your college and try using various hackathons and various funding given by Tamil Nadu government. You can do so much, and this will help you. Suresh, this will help you to get better place. So இன்னைக்கு ட்ரெண்ட் எப்படி போகுதுன்னா பிளேஸ்மெண்ட்ல no more test. I think you all know, you are all updated, right? So ஒரு ஹேக்கத்தான் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு ஹேக்கத்தான்ல ஃபைனல் ரவுண்ட்ஸ்ல வந்துட்டாங்கன்னா he is eligible for my company. அப்படிதான் இப்ப ட்ரெண்ட் போயிட்டு. ஓகே, so ஹேக்கத்தான் அட்டெண்ட் பண்றதோ ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ரிலேட்டடான ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸ் பண்றதோ it will help your profile only. Nobody is compelling you that you should only do the startup. நீங்க யாருமே சொல்லல. நீங்க ஏதாவது ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு ஆக்டிவிட்டி you please try and can give the flag to somebody else who is following you, and the entire startup ecosystem is helping you. And இப்போ இந்த 2-3 yearsல academic startup ecosystem is getting very strong. That next slide. So this year consistently 2 years நம்ம அனாலிசிஸ்ல இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்ததை பார்த்து this year Tamil Nadu government has recognized CED Anna University as the director there. இங்கதான் இருக்கு எஜுகேட் கேம்பஸ்ல. So நாங்க வந்து என்டையர் தமிழ்நாடு எல்லா ஹையர் எஜுகேஷன் இன்ஸ்டிடியூட்ஸோட ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ப்ரமோட் பண்றதுக்கு we have launched Startify along with Startup TL. So டான்சிங்கோட ஒரு மிஷன்ல இது இனிமே என்டர் ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ நீங்க Startup TL ஃபாலோ பண்ற மாதிரி தான் லிங்க்டின்ல you might have known this. Okay, so யாரெல்லாம் இருக்காங்கன்னு பாருங்க. So ஒரு குவிஸ், யாரெல்லாம் இருக்காங்க? Can you identify except Deputy CM? அவரெல்லாம் சொல்ல எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். மத்தவங்க யாராவது ஒருத்தர் ஐஐடி மெட்ராஸோட டைரக்டர் அப்படியா இருக்கா? Who's the other madam who's there? She's our present Lord Commissioner. Prime Minister மட்டும் தெரிஞ்சா பத்தாது. புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா? நம்மளோட செக்ரட்டரி யாரு, நம்மளோட கமிஷனர் யாரு வரைக்கும் தெரிஞ்சு வச்சிருக்கணும். You are should be more responsible. Madam was in Skill Development Corporation as Chief Managing Director, and now she has presently moved towards the Road Commissioner very recently. And Madam நிறைய சப்போர்ட் பண்றாங்க. 2 years she was supporting us really for doing the initiative, and this year with all the good people in the கடைசியில ஒரு சார் இருக்காங்க பாருங்க, grey color shirt. He is the CEO Shivaraja Ramanathan from Startup Team. So with all these good people இந்த ஈவென்ட் வந்து இவ்வளோ லார்ஜா அனௌன்ஸ் ஆயிருக்கு இந்த வருஷம். பட் how many are utilizing it அப்படிங்கிறது பாத்தீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப கிடையாது. Still I am getting calls, மேடம் நாங்க டீம்ட் யூனிவர்சிட்டி, நாங்க அனாலிஸ்ட் கிடையாது, can we apply? அந்த AUStartify.com ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேஜ்லயே all TM colleges போட்டுருப்பாங்க. என்னங்க மீன்? all TM colleges எனக்கு புரியல, எனக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் தெரியாது, நீங்க சொல்லுங்க என்ன மீனிங் இருக்கு. அப்போ என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா you are not reading the details. எடுத்தா உடனே போன் நம்பர் இருக்கா, போன் அட்டன் பண்ணியா விட்டு போயிட்டே இருக்கு, அவ்வளவுதான். சோ இது நம்மளா மாத்திட்டாதான் உண்டு. Okay, so the ecosystem is very strong, so strong. Next slide. So இவ்வளோ ஈவெண்ட் அனௌன்ஸ் ஆயிடும். ஓகே, ஸோ த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஈவெண்ட் பாருங்க, ஸ்டார்ட் அப் கஃபே, அந்த படியோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஈவெண்ட் பாருங்க லெஃப்ட் சைட்ல கீழே. ஐடியா ஸ்லாஷ் நோ ஐடியா, ஏப்ரல் 6th டெட்லைன், பட் டோன்ட் வரி, டே பிஃபோர் எஸ்டர்டே ஒன்லி we concluded that we are extending the deadline. டெட்லைனை பத்தி விட்டுருங்க. ஓகே, and we are addressing to all the students, PG, UG, PhD, faculty, எல்லாருக்குமே இந்த ஈவெண்ட் இருக்கு. You see the first event, startup cafe. ஐடியா இருந்தா ஐடியாவை மட்டும் அப்ளை பண்ணுங்க. ஐடியாவே இல்லைன்னா ஐ நீட் டு டூ சம்திங் ஆன் தி வெஹிக்கிள் டொமைன், இப்படி ஏதாவது மே நாட் ஹேவ் தி கிளியர் ஐடியா, அப்போ அப்படி போடுங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ வி ஆர் தேர் அண்ட் டேக் யூ ஃப்ரம் தேர் டு கனெக்ட் வித் தி பொட்டன்ஷியல் பீப்புள் அண்ட் ஃபில்டோ ஃபில்ட்ரேஷன் பூட் கேம்ப் பண்ணி தரோம். அது ஒரு எப்படி ஒரு பிசினஸா திங்க் பண்ணணும், கிவிங் ஃப்ரீ ட்ரைனிங், ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் ஃபீஸ் இருக்கு. அங்க நான் ஒரு கமா போடுறேன், ஐ லெட் யூ நோ. இப்போ அதை விட்டுடலாம். இந்த ஸ்டார்ட் அப் கஃபே இதுல நீங்க பூட் கேம்ப் முடிச்சு மல்டிபிள் ஃபில்ட்ரேஷன் ஸ்டேஜ் போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஃபைனல்ஸ் will happen as part of startup யோட ஒரு பெரிய சம்மிட் நடக்குது எவ்ரி இயர். அதோட ஒரு பார்ட்டா ஸ்டார்டிஃபை நடக்க போகுது. ஃப்ரம் திஸ் இயர் CED Anna University is the academic partner for startup officially. ஓகேங்களா, ஸோ அந்த அனௌன்ஸ்மெண்ட் எல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு கூடிய சீக்கிரம் வரும், பிகாஸ் we are in March. ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த ஸ்டார்ட் அப் கஃபேங்கிறது யூஜி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், ஓகே, எனிபடி, பட் தே ஒன்லி ஹேவ் தி ஐடியா, இல்ல ஐடியா இல்ல ஒரு டொமைன், அந்த பிகினர் லெவல்ல ஒரு இருந்தாருன்னா யூ கேன் யூஸ் திஸ் என்ட்ரி ஈவென்ட் அண்ட் டோர். ஓகே, அஃப்கோர்ஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் அப் கஃபே டெக்னாலஜி ஸ்டார்ட் அப்கான ஈவென்ட். இப்போ இவி நிறைய பேசிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. ஐ மீன் ஹியர் ஃப்ரம் 3:30. ஸோ எனக்கு ஒண்ணு என்ன புரிச்சுதுன்னா, நான் சீக்கிரம் போகணும் சார் வந்து ப்ரெஷர் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்ததுமே, இட் இஸ் கனெக்டட் டு வாட் வி ஆர் டூயிங் நவ். ஸோ நீங்க வந்து ஒரு கொஸ்டின் வந்தது செஷன்ல 3:30 செஷன்ல வந்தப்போ ஒரு சார் சொன்னாங்க, ஈவிக்கு வந்து என்ன சேலஞ்ச் இருக்கு, பிருத்திவியா அந்த 2 யாரும் சொன்னாங்க, ஈவிக்கு என்ன சேலஞ்ச் இருக்கு, நிறைய சார்ஜிங் ஸ்டேஷன் இல்ல, but we do not know how many people will go for EV. Only then the charging station அது ஒரு beneficial profitable model ஆகும். அப்படிலாம் நீங்க எல்லாம் ஆன்சர் பண்ணுங்க. பட் இதுல ப்ராப்ளம் வந்து வெளியும் இருக்கு, உள்ள மட்டும் இல்ல. இப்போ ஐ எம் அ லேமேன், எனக்கு இதெல்லாம் ஐ எம் கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் இன்ஜினியர் ஃப்ரம் திஸ் கேம்பஸ். எனக்கு வந்து வண்டியில உட்காந்து போறதான் தெரியும், எனக்கு வேற ஒன்றும் தெரியாது. ஓகேங்களா, ஸோ அப்படி ஒரு லைன் தான் இருக்கும். ஸோ இஃப் தட் இஸ் த கேஸ், இப்போ வந்து ஒரு வண்டி டெலிவரி எடுக்கும்போது டெலிவரி இடத்துல என்ன சொல்றாங்க, அந்த கம்பெனிஸ் என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா, இவியை வந்து அவங்க சொல்லும் போது ஒரு பிளஸ் மைனஸ் அப்படி ஒரு 10,000 வரும்போது வாட் ஆர் டெல்லிங், இவி வந்து ஒரு ராத்திரி வந்து ஏதாவது ஆயிடுச்சு, ஒரு லாங் டிராவல்ல திடீர்னு நினைச்சு அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, ஒரு ஆன்ரோட் அசிஸ்டன்ஸ்ல பெருசா அந்த டெக்னாலஜி அவங்களுக்கு ஒன்றும் தெரியல. பிகாஸ் இந்த நாலேஜ் டிரான்ஸ்பர் is not properly given about this EV vehicle to tier 2 tier 3 ல இருக்கிற சர்வீஸ் ஸ்டேஷன் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து ஒரு காமன் பிளேமா இருக்கு. ஓகே, சோ இது வந்து பெரியவங்கள பிரச்சனை. ஸோ இதை நீங்க அட்ரஸ் பண்ணலாமே. ஓகே, இப்ப நான் பூரா ஈவின்னு காதுல விழுந்தது, நீங்க ஏன் இதுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற ப்ராப்ளம் அட்ரஸ் பண்ணணும்? இஃப் யூ ஆர் நாட் போர்ட் அபவுட் திஸ் டெக்னாலஜி, எனக்கு இது வேண்டாம், நிறைய பேர் இதுல பண்றாங்க, நான் வெளியே தான் பண்றேன்னா இதுக்கு கேட்டர் பண்ற மாதிரி, இதுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ற மாதிரி வெளியில வேற ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் நீங்க எடுக்கலாங்க. So this competition is all about that. Whatever your dream is, we are there to help you achieve your dream. And we are not pushing that everyone has to be a startup leader. நாங்க சொல்றதே இல்ல, நீங்க எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர் பண்ணுங்க. We are giving you 2 lakh to 3 lakh grant for every successful idea who is passing this filter as a prototype development grant. அந்த கிராண்ட் யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணி உங்க காலேஜ்ல உங்க மென்டரோட அட்டாச் பண்ணி நீங்க டெவலப் பண்ணுங்க ஐடியாவை. And if you want us to help in patenting, technology transfer, technology commercialization, everything we are happily doing for free. And இதுல ப்ரீ ஃபைனல்ஸ் போற அத்தனை பேருக்கு பாருங்க, தமிழ்நாடு ஸ்டேட்ல எல்லா ஹையர் எஜுகேஷன் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனும் அப்ளை பண்றாங்க, ரைட் ஃப்ரம் பாலிடெக்னிக். மெடிக்கல் போர்டு மட்டும் இந்த இயர் நாங்க, அதாவது மெடிக்கல் ரிலேட்டட் ப்ராப்ளம் மட்டும் நாங்க சொல்லல, பட் மெடிசன் போர்ட்ல இருக்கிறவங்க வேற இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் ஐடியா இருக்கிறது we are encouraging. Okay, so that is our limit this year we have said. So இந்த மாதிரியான ஐடியாஸை நாங்க உங்களுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணி நெக்ஸ்ட் லெவலுக்கு எடுத்துன்னு போறது we are doing prototype development grant. And இந்த சம்மர்ல வந்து நீங்க ரொம்ப அலைய வேண்டாம், மோஸ்ட் ஃபில்ட்ரேஷன் will happen online. And ப்ரீ ஃபைனல்ஸ் ஃபைனல்ஸ்க்கு மட்டும்தான் நீங்க ஜோனல்ல அங்கங்க போக வேண்டியது. ஸோ திஸ் prototype development grant ப்ரீ ஃபைனல் வரைக்கும் வந்துட்டீங்கன்னா ஃபார் எவ்ரிபடி ஹியர். எனக்கெல்லாம் நான் பிரைவேட் யூனிவர்சிட்டி, நான் இப்ப முடிச்சுட்டேன், இப்ப மேம் நான் எக்ஸாம் முடிக்க போறேன், எந்த டவுட்டும் வச்சுக்காது. நீங்க இத அப்ளை பண்ணும்போது கரண்டா இப்ப ஸ்டூடெண்டா இருக்கீங்கன்னா யூ ஆர் எலிஜிபிள் ஃபார் அவைலிங் திஸ் கிராண்ட். ஓகே, இன்னைக்கு நீங்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட் தானே, இன்னைக்கு அப்ளை பண்ணுங்க, யூ ஆர் எலிஜிபிள் ஃபார் திஸ். ஃபில்ட்ரேஷன் நாங்க டைம் எடுத்துப்போம். நாங்க ஜூலை ஆகஸ்ட் கூட ஆகும். அதை பத்தி நீங்க வரி பண்ண வேண்டாம். கேன் parallelly do. And you can ask your mentor to employ your juniors. இந்த EV ரிலேட்டடான விஷயத்துக்கு ஒரு மொபைல் ஆப் ரிலேட்டடா if you want to do some service, create a mobile app. What's wrong with that? நீங்க ஏதாவது கம்பெனிக்கு வேலைக்கு போகும், பார்ட்னர் இன்னொரு கம்பெனிக்கு ஒர்க் போட்டும், பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் போட்டும், parallelly you can employ your companies and juniors to manage this mobile app from your college. நாங்க இருக்கிற ப்ரோட்டோடைப் டெவலப் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். ஒரு ஸ்டைஃபண்ட் கூட இன்டர்னா ஸ்டைஃபண்ட் கூட இருக்கு. வாட்ஸ் ராங் வித் தட்? புரியுதுங்களா? சோ இந்த என்டையர் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் இஸ் வெரி மச் ஈஸி நவ். ஒன்லி தட் யூ பீப்புள் ஆர் நாட் அவேர். AUStartify.com போட்டு எம் கூட டைப் பண்ணல, சைட் லோட் ஆகல. அதுக்கு என்ன சொல்லுங்க? வாட் இஸ் த டைம் கால்? ஒண்ணும் இல்ல, சைட் லோட் ஆகல, அதனால எங்க மேடம் உடனே போகணும். ஓகே, சோ திஸ் இஸ் ஹவு யூ ஆர். ப்ளீஸ் ட்ரை டு சேஞ்ச் யுவர் பிஹேவியர். ஸோ ஸ்டார்ட் அப் கஃபே டெக்னாலஜி டிரான்ஸ்பர் வரைக்கும் டெக்னாலஜி ஐடியாவா இருந்ததுன்னா நாங்க சப்போர்ட் பண்றோம். ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ஆரம்பிக்கிறதுக்கு சப்போர்ட் பண்றோம். What if there's no technology? I'm only addressing the surrounding things and அதுல ஒன்றும் அண்டர்லைங் டெக்னாலஜி பெருசா இல்லை, அதுல ஒன்றும் பேட்டன்ஸ் சரியா வரல. சொல்லி சர்வீஸ் மாடல், பிசினஸ் மாடல் அப்படின்னா SaaS ப்ரமோட் பண்றதுக்கு ரைட். இப்ப நீங்க பாத்துருப்பீங்க லாஸ்ட் மந்த் பட்ஜெட்ல SaaS ப்ரமோஷனுக்கு நிறைய ஸ்கீம்ஸ் அனௌன்ஸ் ஆயிருக்கு. ஸோ SaaSக்கும் SaaSனா என்ன? உங்க மொபைல் ஆப், ஆல் தீஸ் திங்ஸ் கிளவுட் பேஸ்ட் ஆர் SaaS. ஓகே, ஸோ அதுக்கும் உங்களுக்கு சாஃப்ட்வேர் அஸ் எ சர்வீஸ் அந்த மாடலுக்கும் ப்ரோட்டோடைப் டெவலப்மெண்ட் grant is available. So you can bet on it. Technology இல்லைனாலும் featuresங்கிற event will help you. Business model வந்து நியூவா இருந்ததுன்னா அந்த eventல நீங்க அப்ளை பண்ணலாம். And the next event is scholars spin-off. If we have any PhD scholars, so PhD scholar ஐடியா எப்படி இருக்கும்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, so it is not PhD அப்படி எடுத்துக்காதீங்க. The difference என்ன அப்படின்னா இந்த ஈவென்ட்க்கு the third event scholar spin-off is you have a technology backed idea, but அது ஒரு R&D backed ஒரு டெக்னாலஜியா இருந்தா, ரிசர்ச் அண்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட் இன்வால்வ் ஆயிருந்ததுன்னா you have to address it in a different way, not like a regular technology. கரெக்ட்டுங்களா? இப்போ ஒரு யூஜி பையனே ஒரு R&D ரிலேட்டட் இனிஷியேட்டிவ் பண்ணியிருந்தாருன்னா he has to come by scholars பண்ணலாம். So don't worry, நீங்க மாத்தி அப்ளை பண்ணினா கூட we will redirect you to that batch. So don't worry about it. Of course we have the startup going பாத்தீங்களா, ப்ரீபெய்ட்ல வர அத்தனை பேருக்கும் நாங்க ஸ்டார்ட்அப் கம்பெனி ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் 25,000 வர்த் ஆகும். அது ஃப்ரீயா பண்ணி தர போறோம். So only thing is that apply, you have to undergo the boot camp and training, you have to go to up to that level. Okay, so எங்களோட aim 2 crore. ஒருத்தருக்கு 2 lakh னா எவ்வளவு பேர் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறோம்? சிம்பிள் மேத்ஸ். How many? ஒருத்தருக்கு 2 lakh னா எவ்வளவு பேர் 2 crore? 100. எம்டிஏ தமிழ்நாடு 100 தானா? Believe me, 400 crores plus MSME-க்கு கிராண்டா அலாட் ஆகுது. அதுல வந்து ஒரு 100 plus கூட all such schemes penetrate பண்ணி achieve பண்ண முடியல எங்களால. Because there are takers, but இந்த மாதிரியான காம்படிஷன்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் நிறைய பெனிட்ரேஷன் போக மாட்டேங்குது. Government is ready with the fund. என்ன அருணாச்சலம் நினைச்சுக்கோங்க, ஃபண்ட் இருக்கு. only thing is you have to come forward. And ஒரு ஐடியா போட்டாலே உடனே காசு கொடுத்துருவோமான்னு கிடையாது. Of course this is like MSME. So government grant எப்படி டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட் ஆகுமோ அதே லாஜிக்ல டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட் ஆகும். nobody will transfer money to your bank account. You will be requested to start up and அந்த மாதிரி தான் எடுத்துட்டு போவாங்க. And we are also helping you to present it to the investors. Investors பண்ணி கம்பெனியை விட்டுட்டு சந்தோஷமா வேற இடத்துக்கு வேலைக்கு போ, என்ன இப்போ பிரச்சனை இங்கெல்லாம் வரீங்க இல்லையா? So we have to mobilize all these things. Okay, next slide. So in the slide இது பாருங்க. So this is how 2 lakhs நிறைய filtration levels இருக்கு. This one we are giving 2 lakhs. So இதுல intern hunting ஒரு ப்ராசஸ் வச்சிருக்கோம். ஸ்டார்ட்அப்ஸ்க்கு வந்து interns வேணும்னு சொன்னா we are matching this interns. And co-founder hunting ஒரு ப்ராசஸ் இருக்கு. If you want a co-founder to share the shoulders, we are also helping you to find a co-founder properly. And after above all, we have a competition called Guru Speech. இது நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியல. இங்க இருக்கிற ஜெயராமா மேடம் இருந்தாங்க செஞ்சு she knows. நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியல. So Guru Speech is the faculty startup competition. So ஒரு faculty நீங்க ஒரு 4-5 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸோட சேர்ந்து if you want to do an idea, have an idea, that is Guru Speech. So next slide, you can just go to that AUStartify.com. Everything else is there. And இப்போ இந்த fees to add. Okay, so matter எல்லாம் நான் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணியாச்சு. coming back to the fees. So டைரக்டா உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது ஐடியா இருக்கு இதுல அப்ளை பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா of course you have to go through the minimum registration process. Okay, for example startup pay 500 rupees for 4 people. ஒரு ஐடியாக்கு 4 பேர் வரைக்கும் நீங்க சேர்த்துக்கலாம். இட்ஸ் வெரி மினிமம் 500 rupees plus tax. ஓகேங்களா? சோ இது மாதிரி ஒவ்வொருத்துக்கு ஒரு சின்ன சின்ன இந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும் ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் ஃபீஸ். பட் I have requested through Manimala ma'am, இப்போ கூட request பண்றேன் to Ramesh sir. IGN is doing so many initiatives in கூட நிறைய and I'm happy about அந்த EV St. Joseph team present பண்ணாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய பேர் இருப்பீங்க. So if at all you have done some hackathons, some competitions, and if you can share the actual idea completely to me, அவங்களுக்கான ஃப்ரீயாவே அவங்களோட பேட்ச ஒரு கோகட்டா நாங்க அக்காமடேட் பண்றோம் வித்தவுட் எனி ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன். ஐஜன்ல வந்துட்டீங்கன்னா ஐஜன்ல இருந்து நாங்க ஃப்ரீயாவே இந்த கோகட்டை நாங்க அக்காமடேட் பண்றோம். இஃப் யூ ஹேவ் அனதர் நியூ ஐடியா, அந்த நியூ ஐடியாவை நீங்க வந்து டைரக்டா சைட்ல போய் போடுங்க. ஓகே, சோ இந்த வருஷம் 2 lakh, within 2-3 months அது 3 lakhs கூட ஆகும். நீங்க ஆரம்பிச்சுங்க. So we are here to support you. கவர்மெண்ட் ஈவிக்கான ஆக்சலரேட்டர், இன்குபேட்டர்லாம் நிறைய டொமைன் பேஸ்ட் விஷயங்கள் நிறைய இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ற மோட்ல இருக்காங்க. So you will be put into various regional hubs to do all these initiatives. So அதை பத்தி கவலையப்படாதீங்க. We are here to help you. ஓகே, சோ இப்போ நான் ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் சொன்னீங்களா, ஈவில என்ன ப்ராப்ளம், ஏதோ என்கிட்ட என் காலையில் எழுதுன்னு நான் சொன்னேன். அந்த மாதிரி யூ மைட் ஹேவ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஐடியாஸ். ஓகே, சோ இப்போ சார் சொன்னாங்க ஈவி கிரீன் 99 சேலஞ்ச் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க. ஓகே, சோ அந்த மாதிரியான சேலஞ்சஸ் எல்லாம் how can you 99 தான் அப்ரோச் பண்ண முடியுமா? நீங்க ஒரு நாளைக்கு எத்தனை இன்ஸ்டா ரீல்ஸ் பாக்குறீங்க, எத்தனை பேருக்கு லைக் போடுறீங்க, கவுண்ட் சொல்லுங்க. அப்ராக்சிமேட்லி டு ஹவு மெனி சோஷியல் கனெக்ட்ஸ் யூ ஆர் கனெக்டிங் டு பர் டே. 99 தான். அப்படியே விஷாலேன்னு ஆரம்பிச்சு போய்கிட்டே இருக்கும். கரெக்டா? சோ 99 ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. பட் இஃப் யூ கேன் யூஸ் த டெக்னாலஜி டு publicize this very great initiative, அவங்களுக்கு எவ்வளவு பெரிய சப்போர்ட்டா இருக்குங்க. doing it for all good, right? So அதை யோசிக்கலாம் நீங்க. we will fund you. உங்களுக்கு ஃபண்ட் தானே ப்ராப்ளம், we will fund. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can reach to Center for Entrepreneurship Development, au.com. அந்த வெப்சைட்ல பாருங்க, every other guideline is mentioned there. boot camp appear ஆனா மட்டும்தான் நெக்ஸ்ட் லெவலுக்கு உங்களை எடுத்து போவோம். this teaches you about how to think your idea as a business idea. அந்த பிசினஸ் ஆங்கிள் how to incorporate சொல்றதுக்கு தான் அந்த boot camp. So if you are not attending boot camp, including IGEN people, boot camp is compulsory. boot camp attend பண்ணேன்னா we will be dropping you. Of course, every level நீங்க கிளியர் பண்றதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு சர்டிபிகேட்ஸ் இருக்கு. ஓகே, அண்ட் ஃபைனல் ஸ்டேஜ்ல யார் கையால் வாங்க போறீங்கன்னா சிஎம் டெப்டி சிஎம் கையால ரைஸ் பண்ணி வாங்க போறீங்க. என்ன வேணும்? இன்ஸ்டன்ட்லி யுவர் ஐடியா மை பி லிங்க் டு அன் அப்ராட் பார்ட்னர். ஓகே, சோ இதெல்லாம் பெரிய கிளைமேட்டிக் ரிலேட்டடான டொமைன், ரொம்ப ஹேப்பனிங் டொமைனா எடுத்துருக்கோம். இந்த ஸ்டார்டிங்ல ஒரு டீமே அதுல வெர்டிகல் லிஸ்டா இருக்கு. சோ ப்ளீஸ் யூட்டிலைஸ் திஸ் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. And I'm requesting Ramesh sir and IGEN people from this year that for every one of your initiative, I will be supporting you to pick up these ideas and submit for government grants. Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your. We have a concept called IGEN Young Green Innovators Army. So Kavita ma'am is the coordinator for that. He is the head for that. Through that, what we are doing, we are connecting the school students. Through that, we are coming out with innovation to idea, going filing a patent through the startup. That already we had completed and 4 patent under IGEN name it is already published. Presently, madam is handling them. Maybe I will ask madam to meet you.
We are synergizing on so many things. So
I ask madam to meet you so that we can start together and do that.
Can you take a couple of questions? I am moving on. Can you take up a couple of questions if you have?
Any questions, students, regarding your startup?
உங்க எக்ஸாமுக்கு இன்டர்வென்ஷன் வராது. உங்க என் செமஸ்டர் எக்ஸாம் முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் ஃபைனல் ஸ்டார்ட் போகுது. cannot tell the date because government has not it and new announcement வர வரைக்கும் நான் சொல்ல முடியாது. So it is not on me. உங்க எக்ஸாம்ஸ் எல்லாம் முடிச்ச அப்புறம் தான் இருக்கும். டோன்ட் வரி, அப்ளை பண்ணி boot camp முடிச்சுங்க. then wait for our call. have infiltration நீங்க அப்பியர் ஆகுங்க. ஃபைனல் இயர் ஆகிருந்தீங்கன்னா please consider applying your project also. Final year project.
Okay. Excuse me.
Yeah. Yes.
If you have any idea, if you don't have any research and development for it, that how should you do for that?
The pitches now பாத்தீங்கன்னா startup technique அப்புறம் second pitches. So for example ஒரு LED வந்து இது பண்ணி அசெம்பிள் பண்ணி ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் டீம் இருக்காங்க. ஒரு கவர்மெண்ட் கான்ட்ராக்ட் தியரிட்டிக்கலி அதுல என்ன ஒண்ணு பெரிய டெக்னாலஜி அந்த மாதிரி பிரெட் கோட வந்து பண்றது, இந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் வந்து சொல்லி அசம்பிளிங் அண்ட் டூயிங் சர்வீஸ் ரிலேட்டட் அதெல்லாமே வந்து செக்ல நீங்க எடுத்துக்கணும். ஒன்லி திங் இஸ் have to convince us that this is a very big business model. And the controller ஒரு தம்பி சொன்னீங்கல்ல ஒரு controller side arm student. So the controller may not be ரொம்ப டெக்னாலஜி ரிலேட்டடா ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ராங் ஸ்டப்பா இருக்காங்க. பட் அவங்க வால்யூம் வந்து அந்த சப்ளை இண்டஸ்ட்ரிக்கு வேண்டி இருக்கு. அவங்க அந்த கண்ட்ரோலரை பண்ணி கொடுக்கும்போது இட்ஸ் பிசினஸ் மாடல். ஃபைனலி ஸ்டார்ட் அப்போட எண்ட்ல என்ன வேணும்? இன்வெஸ்டரா இருக்கட்டும், உங்கள்கிட்ட இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்றதுக்கு இஷ்டம்னா எதை வச்சு பாப்பாரு? ஏன் நீங்களே ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றீங்கன்னா என்ன வேணும் உங்களுக்கு? மார்க்கெட் இல்ல. கரெக்டா? மார்க்கெட்ல பணம் வராத எந்த மாடலும் வேஸ்ட். அப்போ பணம் வர வைக்கிறதுக்கு எப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு தான் அந்த புக் கேம்ப். So technology இல்லைன்னா I can do. So you can raise your question to that helpline also. We are happy to.
இப்போ faculty பண்றதுன்னா we can join as a group and we can do.
Yeah, you can do. அதுல limitation of members இருக்குன்னா அது நீங்க பாருங்க.
We can also go for a startup.
Yes, definitely. தமிழ்நாடு ஸ்டேட்டோட ஸ்டார்ட் அப் பாலிசியில ஃபேக்கல்டிக்கு எந்த தடையும் இல்லை, கிளியர் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. உங்க காலேஜ்ல அந்த பாலிசியை எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு அப்படியே அடாப்ட் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. எவ்ரி அதர் பிரைவேட் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் ஹேவ் அடாப்டட். ஓகேங்களா? சோ அது உங்க இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனுக்கு உங்களுக்குமான விஷயம். We are here to support.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. So I was leaving. I have to go at the time I said. So sorry, sir. I'm very good to meet you. So please, let's say there. முடிச்சிருக்கீங்களா? ஏயு ரெவன்யூ சர்டிபிகேட் போட்டாலே அந்த கூகுள்ல வரும். எவ்வளவு காசு வேணும் உங்களுக்கு?
2 கோடி.
2 கோடியும் வரும். முதல்ல 2 லட்சம், அப்புறம் 5, அப்புறம் 7, கேன்சல் 10, அப்புறம் உங்க தூக்கிட்டு போயிட்டே போனாங்க. அப்படின்னா நான் தூக்கிட்டு போயிட்டே போனேன். பின்னாடி ஓட விட்டு குத்திட்டே இருப்போம். நீங்க ஓடியே ஆகணும்.
அது தெரியும்.
ஓடுற குதிரையை கிரியேட் பண்றதுதான் இந்த இனிஷியேட்டிவ். கரெக்ட் தானா? Prove that you had a cost. கரெக்டா? சோ மறந்துடாதீங்க வெப்சைட். ஓகே, என்ன மறந்துடுங்க, வெப்சைட் வாங்குங்க. ஓகேவா? தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
We request Dr. Electromechanica Sir, Director, Center for EV, to speak on navigating the challenges of EV energy ecosystem, propulsion, storage, and grid integration.
To control here. Happy to be here, but this one day even on e-mobility transition challenges and opportunities. Indeed, it's a very apt topic as far as today is concerned. So let me share some of the developments happening in the EV industry. Whether we need to buy EV or not, right? Many of us have, right? Because we've been talking about it. They have some kind of social responsibility to adapt. However, something is stopping us. Let me throw some light on this and some of the research, ongoing research and testing development. I'm going to try to share with you on it. So before moving on to introduce the topic, right, or the subject matter, let me share this particular information. The slide you can see now. See volume of information. Right? Sir was trying to tell about something, the significance of things. Right? This speaks volume of information.
We've been believing that British could invade us or the Western countries could capture the entire world because of the military power or the weapons they had. It is not the case. Please understand that technology. If you closely look at this particular slide, right? During the first half of the 19th century, textile technology. That's the reason why British came here, not because of the weapon. Then following by that, the second half of the 20th century, 19th century, they could introduce railroad, was for business transport. Later on, automobile, the first part of the 20th century automobile. Of course, automobile is closely associated with the electric vehicle. That's the reason I'm trying to emphasize something here, right? Automobile industry. And you know, well, automobile industry initially was because of the European, especially because of the German, later America, right? Today, America is a well-developed nation. It's just because of the automobile industry. And the Europe is now well established because of these two technologies, textile and railroad. And today, you know, well, computer, nano, right? So many revolution is happening. Please understand that we can make or break. Right? Almost 8 years gone, India, right? We got independence. Still, we are struggling to become a developed nation because we did not adapt the technology. Right? Today, a lot of engineers are coming out of the colleges. Please understand that we can make this country a great nation, a developed nation. All we have to do is adapting some of the technology. The technology, anything is possible. Okay? Yes. Many of us believe, right, we just go through this, the constraints listed here. Because of this, we believe that the electric vehicle is now top of the day. That is not the case. I'll come back to that later on, right? Not because of the fossil fuel or global warming. We have something else too. The reason why we need to adapt the electric vehicle is not only because of the global warming or the other issues, associated issues. We just want electric vehicle because motor is the right one. Right? Motor is the right propeller, not the ICA. And this is the, the electric propulsion. We need to have, right? Unlike our conventional vehicle, we need to have battery as a source, then motor we need, and in between power electronic system, everything must closely work and then deliver the power on time to the wheel, right? That's the expectation. So different, technology, right? Storage technology. We look at the sources, the converters, right? Power electronics. Then motor, different motors you value. This is the right one. Till today, a lot of this is going on. We do not have any right propeller. During my talk, I'll try to emphasize what is the right propeller, when we have to adapt it, right? So a lot of opportunities. Look at the EV industry. There are a lot of opportunities. We can easily become entrepreneur. You can do a lot of research. Then you connect this particular history of EVs to the presentation, the first slide, the historical information I had. Look at this. The journey of electric vehicle is not very new, almost 1.5 century old technology. It way back in 1830, the very first electric vehicle was experimented. And between 1900 and 1911, electric vehicle was completely used for the transportation. Most people gave up. From 1900 to 1911, electric vehicle was the mode of transportation. And you know the reason? The IC engine in those days, you cannot start. Auto start was not available. You have to get on for every start and stop, then start the engine. Right? The smoke pipe, it was in the direction of the starting. So the moment you start it, you become completely dark. The Indians, of course, okay, we are almost similar to that color. No, the elite and of course Western people, they had some inconvenience. So that's the reason why they switched to electric vehicle from 1900, because those days owning a car was a matter of pride. Right? So they switched to electric vehicle. Almost for 1 decade, electric vehicle was the mode of transportation. Then who killed, right? From 1911, exactly 1912, I must say. From 1912 And till today, IC engine is the mode of transportation. Of course, we have EV, but we have a lot of reservations. It's a big legacy. IC engine is a big legacy. We cannot just even omit it. That's the best one, well-established technology. Please understand that electric vehicle was used. It was the only mode of transportation those days during the 1900 and 1911. However, people have gave up this and adapted IC, all because of another motor. Understand that? The starter motor. Exactly in 1899, the very first starter motor was experimental. And exactly in 1911, Dayton Engineering from US, they have commercialized the very first starter motor based IC engine. The inconvenience, right? The elite had, right? For every stop and stop, they have to get down and start. And the inconvenience that they had, that was actually addressed by this starter motor. That's the out-of-box thinking. Please understand that GE, General Engineers, right? General Motors, sorry. GM, General Motors of US, they have anti-lock vehicle. That was the very first starter motor based IC engine, and rest are history. The out-of-box thinking. This is where the Americans and Europeans are different, right? The American could, right? America is established, I must say, because of the starter motor. The well-developed nation, of course, the automobile industry was Europe with Europeans, but after the introduction of the starter motor, the technology and the market went to the US. And the reason why the World War I and II, right? Well, because of this, the war between, right? Automobile industrial war between the US and Europe. Right? That's the history. Please understand that technological change. The starter motor, out-of-box thinking has changed the way the transportation sector today evolved. But again, today, look at, we have the reverse, right? It is getting reversed. Again, we are going back to electric vehicle. Many of us think that it's because of the global warming. Of course, that is one of the reasons. But understand that battery technology is again killing the ICA. Lithium-ion battery. Right? Lithium-ion battery is one of the reasons. And of course, it's a recyclable and reusable, and the life cycle is almost 6 to 8 times of our lead acid or other type of battery. That's the reason why electric vehicle has now become highly reliable one. Yes. So another important factor we must understand why electric vehicle. Right? So one understanding that emission is one of the concern. The other side, look at the characteristics of the machines. For example, IC on the left hand side we have characteristics. This is nothing but the speed torque characteristics of IC. If you closely look at the torque at the time of starting, right, at zero speed is zero. Right? What we need for a vehicle at the time of starting, we want high starting torque, and it should be constant torque. It should not be zero. Right? At the time of starting, the torque of the IC engine is zero. This is not the right one. On the right hand side, you have another characteristic. This is nothing but the characteristics of the electric motor. Look at the torque characteristics. It is high and constant. This is what we want for vehicle. Right? Without load, we cannot start a vehicle. So you must understand that based on the characteristics, electric propeller is the right one, not IC engine based propeller. Another important point you would like to know about the electric means of transportation. The electric motor can be configured as a motor as well as generator. There is IC engine you cannot configure so. Only for motoring action, either forward motoring or reverse motoring. Whereas the electric motor can be configured for forward motoring, reverse motoring, regeneration. Of course, when you want to apply the brake, what exactly is happening in the IC engine, you spend close to 4 to 5 times of energy to stop the vehicle. Right? The power you need for cruising and the power you need for braking, if you take, for braking, you need 5 times of the cruising power. Right? That is going to decide what is going to be the capacity of the engine. Right? The capacity of engine is going to be based on the braking power, not the cruising power. And in this case, in case of electric machine, you don't need to spend any power for braking, stopping the vehicle. What exactly is going to happen? It can be configured as a generator. right? The mechanical power, the kinetic power of the vehicle can be given as input, and this machine now will supply power to the battery. So this way, if you look at the size of the IC engine, almost 5 to 6 times of the size of the electric machine. That's the reason why we prefer this. Right? If you compare the size, both the size is almost negligible. The size of the electric motor is almost negligible. That's the reason why we prefer, and again, efficiency point of view as braking power, right? Quite high. In this case, in case of electric vehicle, it is going to be regenerative braking, and this is going to be the application. And many of us believe, right? It's a misconception. Everyone of us believe that our generation, even Tamil Nadu, if you look at, out of 20,000 megawatt of power, predominantly is fossil fuel, right? Coal-based power. If you use electric vehicle, what is the use? Right? Many of us have this question. Not only here, across the world, predominantly the power we consume is based on coal, thermal power plant. We configure the thermal power plant except German and Netherlands. In other places, thermal plant will be base plant. If that is the case, what is the use of electric vehicle? Talking about electric vehicle. If there is a concept called understand that well to wheel. From well to wheel, in case of electric vehicle, the efficiency, the conversion efficiency is 23%. Whereas in case of IC engine, it is just 13%. Almost twice the efficiency of IC engine. So even in the power, right? Though the power is coming from fossil fuel, still we prefer electric means of transportation because of the efficiency, because it offers 23%, almost twice the efficiency of the IC engine. If you look at this, the conversion efficiency, in case of the electric, it is 23% from the well to the wheel. Whereas in case of IC engine, it is only 13%. So we need to look at this point, right? Though the power comes from fossil fuel, still electric the right means of transportation in terms of efficiency. And again, the emission point, right? Many of us have this concern, right? Emission is the major issue. We need to adapt electric vehicle. Look at this, right? The fossil fuel, again, we are considering for electrical energy generation, and we are deploying electric vehicle. The carbon emission, CO2, look at electric is 10.6 kilogram, whereas a hybrid vehicle, emits 26.3, whereas IC engine, right, emits close to 61 kilogram. So based on the emission point of view, you must understand that electricity, even if it is coming from fossil fuel, electricity is the right means of transportation. Let me now share some of the ongoing development and how or when you have to adapt electric vehicle. Many of us have reservations because the cost of electric vehicle is almost twice the cost of our IC engine. So, right? There are some reservations. And understand that next year, the government of India is planning to increase Bharat Stage 7, or if there is a delay, we'll postpone that to 2027, and we'll have Bharat Stage 8. And Europe, they are going to have Euro 8. Euro 8 emission standard is going to be adapted. And if Euro 8 or Bharat Stage 8 standards are introduced, the cost of IC engine is going to be 1.3 times of the present cost. And same time, understand that the electric vehicle costs 30 to 40% for the battery. And today, the cost of electric vehicle battery, lithium-ion battery, is just costing $80 per kilowatt. It was $200 in the year 2022, and we expected the price to fall down below $100 in the year 2030. But this year, by January, it just touched $80. So understand that by 2030, it will go below $50. If that is the case, there will be a break-even point, and electric vehicle and IC engine will be costing the same. Right? Both are going to the same price. So now there is a good adaptation. Many people will come for and adapt electric vehicle. The another development, if you look at the batteries, are batteries, very expensive batteries, not safe. And we have solid state batteries. They are not solid state batteries. We can quickly charge within 10 minutes. right? The liquid electrolyte is replaced by solid state electrolyte. Because of this, the size of battery is so small, 1/6 of our conventional batteries, and again it is going to take only 10 minutes comparatively. For example, your conventional batteries takes 1 hour for charging, the solid state battery will take 10 minutes. Another interesting development on the battery side is sodium ion battery. Please understand that this is going to be a big game changer in the coming days. See, look at today, we all have access to at least half a dozen electronic gadgets, all because of the silicon. Because silicon is form abundant in nature. That's the reason why we could afford a lot of electronics. Something similar is going to happen on this side, battery side. Sodium ion battery, right? Lithium is very expensive, one of the rarest elements, whereas sodium found abundant nature. If sodium ion battery is coming to the market and there will be a sea change, right? People will give up IC engine and move on to adapt electric vehicle. And the other side, we have concern for charging. Ultra fast chargers are coming up, and you would have heard about the recent time BYD, right? They have announced ultra fast charger, right? Within 5 minutes, it is possible to charge 250 miles, right? Range charging, or because of some of the development happening in the power electronics sector. So what we conventionally use is silicon-based technology. Instead of silicon-based technology, silicon carbide, gallium nitride, gallium oxide, these kind of material-based power electronic switches can be processed, and they have actually used the silicon carbide. Tesla as well as BYD, they have come up with ultra-fast chargers. These ultra-fast chargers are based on silicon carbide. The advantage of silicon carbide is electron mobility. Right? What is stopping us to reduce the speed of charging is the electron mobility. In case of silicon, right, it's very slow. Whereas in case of gallium nitride or silicon carbide, if you take, it is almost 4 times of the silicon. That's the reason why we are able to quickly charge it. Similarly, we have some development on the fuel cell, solid oxide fuel cell, and bloom energy cell. You would have heard about it. It's going to be adapted for electric vehicle. That is the case. We can have small solar panel there, bloom energy server, and meet all the power requirement of the vehicles. Similarly, what is happening today is battery swapping technology and BSS, battery as a service, right? MG Windsor has recently announced battery as a service. Now, government policy, the vehicle can be sold without battery. You can rent out the battery and use it. So, all because of this, I believe that in the coming days, the cost of electric vehicle is going to be go far down, and again it is going to be lesser than the conventional IC engine. See, electric vehicle, one of the advantage of electric vehicle, the number of components in electric vehicle is only 60% component what we need for IC engine. Any IC engine you take, if number of components are 100, in this case, it's going to be only 60. Because of this, it is light in weight, and the material we need for building the electric vehicle also is less. At the same time, understand that we can very much adapt some kind of electronics to that. It is possible for us to have some kind of component convenience, but not definitely just because of the component convenience. We need some electronics. It is going to ensure a safe journey. Look at today the policy, ABS is must. According to our government of India, any vehicle is coming for registration as far as the four-wheeler passenger car is concerned, anti-lock braking system is must. It is just because of the safety. Something similar, a lot of electronics going to be adapted, and in future, for same price of IC engine, we'll have an autonomous vehicle. Autonomous vehicle because the number of components are less, and on the other side, we are able to integrate a lot of electronics into electrical. Integrating the electrical electronics components are much easier compared to integrating the electronics and mechanical system. Of course, the mechanical and electronic system can be integrated through electrical system. So integrating electronics, for example, ABS or look at E-clutch or look at the electronic suspension system. Any of this can be very much, you can adapt to the electrical system. So that way, if you look at electric vehicle is going to be, more sophisticated. And of course, when I say sophistication, we are looking at the same point, right? First, in between, right? 2030 is the deadline as far as adapting of electric vehicle, right? Government of India is planning to have at least 50% of the vehicles on road the electric vehicle, as these new vehicles. Meantime, the transition, if you look at, it is not going to be IC engine only. It is going to be something like hybrid vehicle. What is the advantage of going for hybrid vehicle? See, understand that the IC engine is good at high speed, but low, right? Speed less than 60, IC engine is not the right one because it's going to consume a lot of power. The control is very, very complex. So what we can have the combination of both electric as well as the IC engine. Maybe when you drive vehicle below certain speed, we can adapt or configure the electric means of powertrain. In case of high speed for highways, we can have IC engine. This way, it is possible for us to have best fuel economy, and again, we'll be able to reduce the emissions. You look at there are different hybrid vehicle, micro hybrid, only start and stop. And for example, for city driving condition, we often stop and start because of the signal and the traffic. Well, for start and stop, we spend a lot of fuel. For start and stop alone, we spend a lot of fuel. This will be able to completely eliminate if you use electric means of start and stop. So micro hybrid facilitate start and stop during right for hybrid vehicle, and we have mild. Of course, in case of mild, the electric can assist. In the first case, it's not going to assist the ICSP. In the second case, the electric is going to assist. The third one is full hybrid, wherein we'll be able to have electric as well as the IC engine separately, right? You can configure a vehicle completely through IC engine or electric. So these are some of the hybrid vehicle. This hybrid vehicle is going to help us to achieve the best fuel economy. For example, look at this, the city driving. The city driving, let us look at this quickly. For city driving, if you take the IC engine, the look at the efficiency is only 13%. The efficiency and it is going to be 13%. In case of highways, it is going to be 19%. If for example, for city driving, if you use the micro hybrid, the last standby loss for start and stop 8% can be eliminated, and now the efficiency is going to be 13 plus 8, right? 21% efficiency is possible. Whereas in case of electric vehicle, look at this, you have 76% of conversion efficiency. In case of IC engine is only 13, whereas here it is 76%. Another important requirement as far as the electric vehicle is concerned, kind of motor we use. Because conventionally we have AC machine, DC motor. In case of AC, induction motor, and now BLDC and permanent magnet machines. All these machines are, look at this shape, they are cylindrical shape and very difficult for us to fit this to the wheel, right? I don't need to have power generator in centralized place and transmit that to the wheel. Lot of transmission loss takes place. Instead of doing so, we can keep the the propeller or the motor in the wheel itself. So what is happening today? The research look at axial flex machine. It is looking like profit disc, right? A disc shape rather than the cylindrical shape. This can very much sit on the wheel, and without any loss will be able to deliver the power. This is what is happening today. Axial flex machine is now out, and by 2030 we'll have well-established axial flex machine for electric vehicle. That is the case, and you don't need any space for accommodating the motor in the compartment, right? It is going to sit in the wheel itself, and there won't be any loss. Today we are talking about PMS machine. That's the best machine as far as the efficiency is concerned. It gives 95%, and if you take axial flex machine, it is going to give you 100% efficiency. There won't be any loss, right? That way, right? We are going to witness a lot of changes in the coming days as far as the machines are concerned. Just look at this. On the electronic side, right, a lot of development is happening. As of now, we deploy separate electronic controller for motor, for battery, and again for charger. For each of these, we have different electronic controller. What is happening today is a single electronic controller, right? You can have a single electronic controller as all of these are closely associated. Through this, it is possible for us to, have a better control mechanism than achieve the best field efficiency. Yes, take. Yes. And another important problem we have, right? Already we have a lot of power shortage. Right? And government says by 2030, 50% vehicles are going to be EV. And Europe, right? Already they have set the goal by 2030, they wanted to have close to 70 to 80% vehicles on road or EV. How do you manage your power requirement? Already, right? With 1 or 2% of the electric vehicle, our power price is big, right? We witness often, right? Lot of right power crisis. Summertime, 2 to 3 hours power cut is happening. How do you then manage it? Please understand that if electric vehicles are introduced and with vehicle to grid concept, it is very much possible for us to address this particular issue. And please understand that we have good resource of renewable energy, but renewable energy is not completely utilized. Last year, a lot of wind energies were evacuated to Jharkhand because we have here thermal power plant as a base plant, and the total grid cannot accommodate. For example, Tamil Nadu take we have close to 9,000 megawatt of wind energy, but not all this 9,000 megawatt can be absorbed by the standard core. Only a part because of the grid stability. They mostly evacuate this to the other state. If that is the case, right? Right? We have enough surplus power generation, however, we are not able to utilize it properly. If electric vehicle comes, it is possible to connect this to the grid. Please understand that at any given point of time, only 30% vehicles are in use. Rest of the 70 vehicles are parked. If that is the case, the vehicle battery can be connected to the grid whenever you have surplus green energy or renewable energy like wind or solar. The vehicle can absorb. Whenever there is a demand in the grid, then vehicle can export. Right? This way is going to help us to completely address our power crisis. For example, summer 2 to 3 hours cut can be completely avoided if all the electric vehicles are connected to the grid. That way, this is going to be a big game changer. Now, in Europe, this is going to be made right. They are planning to make this as a mandatory one, and likely here also it is going to be announced. Right, Government of India will announce vehicle to grid. The vehicle to grid will help us to solve the grid stability issue, power crisis. Understand that as a user, you'll be buying the power at lower price off-peak period. For example, during the off-peak period, the power unit cost is 5 rupees. Whereas during the peak time, dynamic tariff is introduced, it is going to be 25 rupees. 25 rupees you will be getting, right? Whereas you will spend only 5 rupees. So the net the amount you are going to have, that right, you are not going to pay anything for your energy consumption, you will be getting extra amount. That way, this is going to be very encouraging one as far as the consumers are concerned. Another very interesting development, what is happening, right? In some part of the world, right? Especially here, a team is working on to have something like deploy solar panel in the geosynchronous space. You will have continuously electromagnetic radiation. You will not have day and night, right? Continuously electrical energy can be harvested, and then transmit or transfer that to the ground state. This is going to be adapted later on, like Starlink. Right? Starlink, right? Directly you'll be able to have internet connection. Something similar is now getting experimented. Deploy solar panel in the geosynchronous space and harness electrical energy, transmit that to the ground state. Of course, you cannot have any wireless mechanism. What can be done? You can convert that as a microwave. This is what we've been doing for communication, right? For satellite communication is through microwave, right? The electrical energy can be converted into microwave, and you can transmit that to the ground station. For example, a vehicle can have a microwave to electrical energy conversion system, and it can get power from the station, solar stations in the geosynchronous space. This way, it is going to be a big game changer in the coming days. And this is a very promising one.
already they have demonstrated, and adapting this technology is going to happen in 5 years time, right? US NASA has worked on this, and very promising results are now available, and this is going to completely change, right? The energy crisis are going to be completely widened. I don't need to have any other means of energy generation. This is more than enough to meet all our requirements. With this, let me conclude the talk, and I take the opportunity to thank Professor Ramesh and the IGEN team for giving me this opportunity to and share some of the ongoing development as far as the electric vehicle is concerned. Right. With this, I thank all the participants and other professors on the dais for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Very nice presentation. It was very inspiring, but because the EV from starting to end, we covered all. Thank you so much, sir. So we come to the end. What we do, we have a photo session for the certificate. One person from each party will come and join with us so that we'll have we'll give the complete certificate to that particular person, and they will be. And one announcement. So the IGEN Energy 2025, it is our flagship event, started from 2020, and this is our 4th year. We started, it is like a both online and offline conference. Initially, we started 13 hours non-stop conference, then it is 18 hours. Last year, we had 24 hours. This year, it is 20-25 minutes. We call it as 20-25 minutes. What it means, it is 33 hours continuous program we are going to launch. Around 400 speakers going to connect across the world. It is tentatively scheduled May 2nd week, Friday, Saturday, like 2 days. What we are going to discuss the state policy, energy policy, national energy policy, United Nations energy policy, and SDG for energy. And we normally will do this and we will submit the recommendation to the United Nations. That is what we are doing. And this year, very happy that our Center for Climate Change and Disaster Management also with us to join together working with us for our conference. And also, I would like to invite the faculty members and students. If you want to be the organizer for the conference, if you want to be the student organizer for the conference, you register your name with Davis. Davis is the student head coordinator. And if you want to be the faculty staff coordinator or staff organizer, you can meet and register your name with Sagira ma'am, and Lakshmi ma'am are the overall organizing secretary for the IGEN Energy Conference. Thank you. We'll have a photo session, then we'll go for.
I request one faculty from MGR.
One student from MGR. One student from MGR. Next.
I request one student from Meenakshi Academy of Parenting. One student or no faculty?
No. One student. Student or faculty?
So, Gopal and from Meenakshi. Please. One student, Aishwarya is from Mukayama. Aishwarya is there from Mukayama College. Institute of Green Engineers. Anyone of Institute of Green Engineers?
Archie.
College.
Agni College. Arupadi Veedu. New Prince.
Rajalakshmi. Amit University. Padmashri. EGS Pillai. EJS College. EGS, Service from EGS. Venezuela College of Engineering. St. Joseph Institute of Technology. EJS, sir. Sairam Polytechnic. St. Joseph. Loyola Institute. Loyola Institute. Viveshwara, Viveshwara College of Technology.
எல்லாமே ஒரு மேல இது பண்ண முடியாது.
You can adjust yourself for photograph, group photograph. Okay.
வராது அப்போ வராது. லேப்டாப்ல வர தெரியுது. தள்ளுங்க எடுத்துட்டீங்களா நீங்க? இந்த பக்கம் தருங்க, என்ன பண்ணுங்க ஒரு ஏட்டா தருங்க. வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க சார், அப்படியே கண்டிப்பா தெரியுது. சிட்டிங்ல இருக்காங்க இல்லையா? சார் ட்ரை பண்றேன் சார். நீங்க கொஞ்சம் நல்லா மூவ் பண்ணுங்க. நீங்க 2 பேரும் இந்த பக்கம் வந்துடலாம். ஃப்ரீயா இருக்கு. இன்னும் நீங்க சைடு வாங்க.
Yes, sir. Ready.
ஒன் சாப்பிடுங்க.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. சைடுல ஒரே ஸ்டாப் பண்ணுங்க. அவர் வாங்க சரி, அது அவங்க பேசுங்க. நம்புது தானே அது அண்ணன் பத்தியா அண்ணன் ரிலீவ் ஆகுறான்னு சொல்லிட்டு இப்போ ஒன்னு சேர்த்து விட்டுட்டு ரிலீவ் ஆகுறான். சொல்லு